Yo, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to week number 2 of Worlds. This is conference round number 1 for the Asia region. I am Sudden Death, and I am joined by Manthus once again today. How are you doing, sir?
Pretty solid and ready to hop into our stream. I do believe the teams are almost ready, so we're going to briefly just sort of run down a couple basic information for you, and then we're going to hop into the match. But just to let you all know, we will cover more information about the format of Worlds later on. But just to give you guys a very brief format, it's going to be a total of 32 teams right now for the conference round. So we did do the preliminaries last weekend, and now we've moved on from that. Currently, we're in the conference rounds, which is 4 regions in total. It's going to be 16 teams, 4 per region. They're going to all clash together within their own regions before they move on eventually, and we head our way over towards the grand finals for the best North America / South America team, and then the best Eurasian team.
Indeed. Take a look here at the prize pool. There's a lot of cash here on the line and some other goodies here. We'll hop into the map here shortly, folks. $25,000 in cash. It is a total prize pool that is up for grab here. Start with the champion here. The champion will be receiving $12,000 in cash. The champion ring, which is something I'm super excited to look at. Hopefully, we're going to get a sneak peek at that. We got a sneak peek for something. One of the prizes we're going to give today, and hopefully later on in the tournament, next couple weeks, we'll get a sneak peek at that ring. I'm really excited what it's going to look like. And then 25,000 credits plus the glove and knife combo. Second place, the runner-up, silver, $6,000 in cash. Glove knife combo, 15,000 credits. Third place, bronze, $3,000 cash, knife combo, and 10,000 credits. Fourth place will be $1,000 in cash, a knife combo, and 5,000 credits. And fifth through eighth place also are getting prizes, $500 in cash and 3,000 credits. An award that will be really cool to give as well will be the most valuable player award, the MVP award, and one player per region will be receiving this award. So Europe, Asia, South America, and North America. And that's $250, and of course recognition that they get for being the most valuable player in their region. That is separate from the prize pool. So if your team does place first and you get the MVP award, that $250 is separate from that $12,000 in cash. Take a look here at the schedule, man. Does you want to run that down for everybody?
Yeah, we see our schedule on screen here. This is going to show the November schedule that's popping up first. So currently we are in the conference rounds. All of these matches that are being played from this point onward are going to be streamed. I believe that this weekend's matches are going to be on the Mobile Esports channel. And then beyond that, we're going to start moving over towards the official Critical Ops channel, if I am not mistaken. So make sure, obviously, you're tuned in to the Critical Ops Esports channel after this weekend. But for now, we are currently in the conference round 1 and then conference round 2 next weekend. And then as we head into December, we're going to make our way into some of the more exciting matches for the World's matchup here. We can see this first weekend is going to be conference finals for Eurasia and for the Americas. And then the following weekend, we'll have our third place and then our grand finals spread over 2 separate days. So a lot of amazing streams. Again, everything beyond this weekend will be on the official Critical Ops Esports channel.
Yep, and of course, links are all in the description down below. Make sure you're subscribed, ring the notification bell, and we highly recommend that you do follow us on some form of social media so you definitely get notified when we do go live. Discord and Twitter are usually the best places for that. With all that being said, I think we're almost ready to go ahead and hop on into map number 1. I'm looking here. It looks like both teams are almost ready to go into the knife, and we will be good to go. Again, we're waiting for that final confirmation there. Make sure you jot down those dates there on screen. There's a lot of critical ops coming up here, folks. You'll want to be here for it. Again, I think we're almost ready here for map number 1. Just waiting for the final confirmation, and we'll go ahead and hop on into that. Chat,
And
let
our
us know
map
what you
number 1, by the way, being Grounded. Should be very interesting.
indeed.
A very nice map 1 that we have. I think we can go ahead and take a quick look at the team stats while we potentially wait for these teams to knife. I'm not sure if they're ready yet. Actually, I lied. We will be hopping in the knife round, but we can go ahead and walk you guys through it anyways. As we do hop into this knife round, we're ready to go into Grounded. Right now, we currently have SX Xylo versus Crossfire EU.
Why don't you go ahead and introduce the teams, man, just while they're doing the knife round here?
Yeah, definitely. It actually looks like Xylo ended up losing the knife round, but just to give you guys a quick little rundown about their stats, I mean, overall, their maps played are decent. Every player on their roster has a rating above 1.1, so their stats overall looking pretty good as far as Xylo, pretty decent win-loss ratios as well amongst their players. No one really below 60%, so definitely everyone is looking pretty good on this side. Now, Crossfire, on the other hand, they are looking pretty solid as well, I'd say, as far as their statistics. I mean, definitely a little bit worse. I guess you could say as far as the raw stats. But definitely, yeah, I'd say Xylo definitely have better stats when it comes to that department. Because Crossfire definitely looking with a bit lower in the KD department and the win-loss department.
Yeah, so coming into this, I guess SX Silo does have a little bit of the edge, but as we saw last week, stats don't always explain how the map and the series is going to go. Akeem open it up. They're getting 2 kills with the XD, moving through his metal detectors. XE trying to stay alive here, and he is going to get dropped here. XZR, double him up, MR96 in hand. We saw a lot of MR96 action coming in from the North America side last week. Like to see Asia bringing in as well. XZR trying to stay alive here, but it's going to be Rue. He's going to go ahead and drop him. I think it is Rue, right?
Probably Rue.
Yeah, I believe that's how that EAX is, or REAX is normally. Apologize for butchering the name. That's not the case. Crossfire winning map number 1, getting the cash advantage moving into map number 2. We're going to go ahead and utilize that by buying up all the M4s, and we are off into round number 2. We'll see how Xylo prepares for this eco round.
Looks like they did buy one singular smoke to try and help them cross it, but this is not going to matter. God's opening up with a triple kill onto the storage players. Rooms is the last one alive. He's actually able to drop one with the P250, but Gods is in there to secure the 4K. Nice little performance by him there. And yeah, Xylo took a hard eco, not even bought any pistols. Now they're able to respawn with the stronger rifles and some utility to help them try and secure round number 3. Crossfire is sticking to the bonus, so it should be a little bit easier for Xylo to pick up this round.
I think it was a good decision by them just to go ahead and do a hard eco, like you said. This map can be very difficult on the breach side. You want to get as many points as you can on the board because you do have the advantage. You'll be going to flip with the coalition side as long as you don't let them take 10 rounds on top of you here in the first half. Something interesting, Essex Xyla received 90% of the community votes via the smart voting system. Definitely favored coming here into this series. Akeem going to open it up, dropping down Democracy. It's now 4 versus 5. Crossfire looking to extend their lead up to 3. We've got about a minute 14 left on the clock. Twirl with teammate Rue over here on top of B bomb site. And Akeem also going to find nuclear, really working over there inside of metal detectors. What are you going to do here on Xylo? B is the side of choice. They need to get a couple kills here. Ooh, big play there by Impressive, finding the headshot there on Twirl. Rue knows where he's at. Lands a couple shots, give away his position. Able to break the armor, but ultimately not enough room to drop rooms. 3 players now alive here for each team. Akeem trying to work. AK-47 in his hand, making it just a little difficult for his longer range engagements. He's able to pick up one, but XCR quickly eliminates him, prevents him from doing any more damage to his team, and he's done quite a lot there in round number 3. Gods is there. Rooms is in a difficult spot. Very low HP. And XE is going to ultimately end up dropping him in round 3, going in favor of Crossfire. They are now leading 3-0 as we move into round number 4.
Yeah, and money is not really there for Xyla right now. I also do kind of want to take a quick look at the scoreboard because I do believe we have a bit of a ping difference here. Yeah, we can see it's pretty apparent. So this first map is going in favor of Crossfire as far as the ping. Again, we do know that the way it works for these best of 3s is whoever gets a better round balance gets to pick the server for the final map. So right now, the goal for both of these teams is to try and secure as big of a lead as possible. Or I guess try and close the gap based on which side you're on. But Crossfire should have a pretty easy time getting rounds here, considering they're on the coalition side and on their own server.
So far, Xylo's been able to drop 1 player in this eco round. They can do at least 1 more. I would consider that pretty successful for them. Rue trying to work metal detectors, gonna throw a frag grenade, and Rooms is gonna go ahead and get dropped. XZR. And we going up against Twirl here. With
Yeah, I
the
don't think
sniper
you're winning
pistol
this
versus the
encounter.
sniper. Yeah, I don't think you are. Oh
Oh,
my gosh, he
wait,
does.
never
Dude, it's that
mind.
caster's
Hold
curse,
on.
I'll tell you what.
Man, dude, that is crazy.
Yeah, Twirl should not have missed that shot at all. He had all day to take it, and he missed it. He choked it right there. His team ultimately still taking round number 4, but Xxilo was able to pick up 2 kills there in that eco. I didn't see if they were able to pick the sniper up there right towards the end. I don't think they were.
It doesn't look like they did. I
Yeah,
can't
looking at
remember.
cash. Yeah, I don't think they did either. So that's definitely a disappointment there for Team Crossfire having to rebuy that U ratio. Doing a little bit of a damage to the team's economy. Twirl watching his B long. God slowly moving up here towards storage. I thought they might play a little more aggressive here in Crossfire, but I think God's just going to sit right out there, wait for that smoke to dissipate, see if he can catch somebody off guard.
Yeah, playing aggressive is not what Crossfire wants to do right now, right? Because currently they know at least stats. I believe that these teams, I can't remember if they played it specifically, but I know Crossfire lost last time. They know they're gonna have a bit of a harder time. They want to try and secure as many rounds as they can, so they're not going to be pushing up playing super aggressive. They want to secure as many rounds as possible right now. Twirl opening up. Hakeem has to do some work, but getting it dropped by Nuclear. Xylo taking aim by Storm right now, and nobody can test it right now. The bomb is actually over towards B, it seems. Twirl holding this angle. He's gonna spot him. Oh my goodness, what is that shot from XZR? He's gonna take out Twirl with a little jiggle tap there. Rue is still holding this cross from the vending machine though. Oh, but Democracy is pushed up. What is going on? Rue able to find 2. Looking to get 3. He can't though. XZR gets tagged down to very low HP though. XZ has a 1v2 clutch on his hands. Will Xylo pick up their first round? It's looking very likely. I mean, Democracy's in a very good spot in A mid right now. Oh, but they're gonna know he's here. He smokes that out, and now XC's gonna try and fight the guy on site. XCR is very low, and he knows he's getting pushed. Surely, no, he doesn't know. XC just able to take site, and now that is the bomb down, and Democracy is in a very bad spot. I mean, he has to push through A mid, and XC knows he's here, and he has the bomb to play with. He just has to play the time game and play around his advantage. Democracy probably isn't winning this one out. And yeah, XC, yeah, there's no time at all. XC just played that perfectly. And he's able to secure the kill as well. Definitely a bit of a mistake by Xylo there. They just threw too many smokes. They isolated themselves in that 1v2 and made it too easy for Crossfire.
Don't want to be an isolationist. That's Xylo trailing here by 5 as we move into round number 6.
I will definitely say Crossfire did the right thing. They won the knife round. They chose for Coalition side, and they're currently getting a huge start. Nice shot by Twirl there onto XZR. Should force Xylo to slow things down a little bit. But yeah, overall, I like the decision by Crossfire to start on the Coalition side because it causes Xylo to need more rounds, assuming this does go to 3 maps.
Yep. Yeah, and of course, there is, you're playing on different servers to have a wide ping difference. Go ahead and use that to your advantage. There's a little bit to that, man. Twirl, 2 kills already here in round number 6. This map typically is very coalition sided. I know one of the early maps we casted yesterday on Grounded was not. The Breach did a really, really good job on it. And it can happen, but I would say 70% of the time, this is going to be a very coalition sided map. Democracy coming in finding Twirl, preventing that sniper from being used anymore. XC in difficult spot.
Oh my gosh.
Trying to go for the 3K. And it's God who's very low on HP, but he doesn't care at all. He's going to find Rooms, trying to stay alive. I think, is he going to try to save? I think he might decide. No, he's just going to go to reposition here through tower. That's an interesting decision for him to make. 5 HP left to his name. He's going to have to surprise these players. Oh my gosh. Doing it. No
This is doable.
way.
Democracy is one shot as well. This could be doable by gods. Again, he is kind of jump peeking a lot right now. It only takes 1 bullet for either of these players. And Democracy, man, if he knew. Oh my god, God's going to win it out. And I'm telling you, if Democracy knew he was 5 HP, the second he gets the chance to pre-fire that wallbang or shoot the toes or something, he goes for it. But Democracy was too nervous. He thought, okay, I could lose this round right here. They were both low HP, and I guess Democracy just had...
Dude, if the wind started blowing a little bit more, Gods would have gotten dropped. He would have died. Democracy didn't even have to shoot him. The wind had just started blowing a little bit more. Incredible round there from Crossfire. Xylo still has yet to put a point on the board. 8 is the decided choice here. We're going to see what they can do. Akeem going to find a first. He's going to strike. Oh, Rooms is actually prevented from doing it. Put him down, but he was able to break Rooms' armor. That'll help his team out here on top of the A side. Sniper rifle coming around here looking. There's Gods doubling up without too many difficulties. Room's going to limit him. No more damage will be done to his team by that man. Controls editing him all the way back to spawn. Bomb being planted. I think that's the first time the bomb has been planted here by Xylo. And it seems like this is the round that Xylo will be taking here in map number 1. Rue is able to pick up a quick kill on Nuclear, but he's going to have a difficult time retaking this site. They got it locked down here. Both these players playing out by the baggage cart.
Rooms is low on HP. I'll definitely say we've been in this situation before where Crossfire clutched up at this situation, and Rue does have plenty of utility to work with as well. You could probably use a smoke to try and isolate an angle or something like that. But the clock is ticking down. He has to make a move soon. He's going to swing Wagon, it looks like. Room's going to get dropped, but I don't think he has time for this round. Yeah, he spent a little too long on that retake. Both players are going to get dropped by the bomb, but yeah, Xylo able to secure the first round, definitely much needed for them because they were letting Crossfire build up too much momentum, and if you're Xylo right now, your only goal on this map, assuming that you already know you're going to lose it, your only goal is to try and reduce that, the gap between the winner and the loser as far as the amount of rounds. So they definitely need to put some more on the board right now because it's not looking too good for them right now.
Yeah, most definitely because of the server and the difference, which happens when you're doing multi-regional or even just same region tournaments. Sometimes you get matchups with the ping difference. You can kind of assume you're going to map number 3 because in map number 2, unless you really choke, map number 2 should be yours. So now you're kind of playing for that round balance. Map number 3 is super, super important. So you're right. Xylo does need to put some points on the board here because you do not want to lose this 13-3 because that means you have to hold Crossfire to 3 rounds in the next map. And it's possible, but it's just difficult to do.
And one of the upsides to the way this system works is that even though you're not playing on your own server, you get to at least pick the map you're playing, right? So Xylo picked Grounded, knowing, okay, we need to try and get as many rounds as possible. Nuclear looking to take the first point of contact. Looks like Crossfire's taking an eco round here. He's able to find one pick. Gonna get tagged just a little bit, but not too much damage. And all these players are hungry for the kill right now. They're gonna surround him. God's able to get that gun from Nuclear, it seems. And these players are crossing over to the B side right now. A lot of utility being dumped on that tower angle. Xylo getting a bomb plant though. This should be a second round in their favor unless Crossfire can win an impossible eco round. XZ coming in with a flank. Able to drop XZR. Hold on. This is looking doable by Crossfire. It is a currently 2v3 and everyone has guns. They've secured rifles. So this could go either way based on which picks go in what favor, but no, XZ is going to get dropped, and now Gods is alone in a 1v3, and Democracy with the headshot there. Xylo securing their second round, definitely much needed for them.
100%. XZ was rocking that Scar last week. It'll be interesting to see if he pulls that out once the cash comes back a little bit in favor of his team. I was looking at the stats for these players and taking a look here, or for the teams in general per map. When you look at, because you said Xylo chose this map, right? Is that what I heard?
I believe so.
I think you're right. I'm waiting for confirmation on that. But Grounded, they've played a total of 3 times. They 0.5 win-loss ratio, losing it twice, winning it once. Compared to Crossfire, which has played it a total of 5 times, winning it 3 times, losing it twice. So it's, if you're looking for, first off, this map, if you did choose it for round balance, interesting. And then it's not, well, at least tournament-wise, your strongest performing map. Twirl getting a kill there on Rooms. That was nice. I thought Rooms had him. Flashbang coming out. Probably going to catch his players off guard just a little bit. Actually, Impressive was able to stay out of there. He comes up, and Rue is going to be able to take Impressive out. Great teamwork and coordination there. Minute left here on the clock. Nuclear is trying to reposition, and Rue has no problem dropping him. 1v2 now. Crossfire. Man advantage. Democracy coming from behind. Going to catch Rue off guard. Luckily for Gods, he knows where he's at now. He's gonna go back
who's gonna win
bomb.
this one out here.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Democracy has the advantage with the SG, but yeah, if Gods is able to land the first couple shots, I think he might be able to do this. There it is. Gods has been on fire so far in map number 1.
Oh, yeah, I mean, 12 and 5.
HP
He's
clutch.
definitely popping off.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, I know you're talking about the map stats earlier. It's just, if you're Xylo, and again, I know waiting for the confirmation. But if you did pick a map, Grounded is their only map where their win-loss ratio is under 50%.
Yeah.
So like literally any other map they pick, they have a higher win-loss ratio. So if they did pick Grounded, then that's a bit of an interesting scenario. But for Crossfire, it's very fortunate. Couple players pushing out very quickly, gonna get dropped almost immediately though. It seems the Rooms went for the hero rifle buy. I wonder if that was miscommunication or a tactical play. But either way, most players have been dropped already on the side of Xylo. Rooms trying to rotate. But we have Hakeem getting super aggressive here. He's able to maybe... No, never mind. XDR is going to get that kill. I thought that was a pick for Hakeem, but he's going to whiff that spray. Twirl is locking down this cafe, though. Both of these players... Oh, yeah. Rooms going to get dropped, and now XDR ultimately dies right after. Crossfire are making it 8-2 now.
It's definitely not looking good for Xylo. Yeah, Xylo did choose Grounded as their map. Here, map number 1. Again, I think it's such an interesting choice to take Ground. Like, you know you're coming in with the ping disadvantage, and you're taking Grounded. I guess the hope maybe was they would win the knife round, so they would have that coalition side to
That
start
could
with.
be it too. But again, when you pretty much already know if you're gonna lose the knife round if it's not your ping. That's like kind of a known fact.
Yeah, it's just a very interesting choice by them. A lot of action going down there by Baggage claims. Nuclear is going to come out on top of Twirl. 3 versus 3 now as these players decide which bomb site they want to push to. It seems like they're going to wrap back around here towards A.
Yeah, fortunately they do have Hakeem making his way over towards A to anchor it. I think Crossfire's picking up on it. We see Eggsy doing... Actually, no, they're just going to double up on B, but at least they can hold the cross from a more passive angle. That's the one thing about holding B versus holding A is you can rotate so quickly. And Hakeem has a very good spot on Wagon right now. Especially if the bomb is about to contest him over by storage, he should have a pretty easy time winning this gunfight, unless Impressive just comes around and one-taps him or something. I know he's going to back up the side, actually. He's running... Oh, I think he just got sounded out by Rooms over towards A-mid. I think Rooms knows his positioning, but Hakeem is going to get up, or pick up that kill. God's finding one as well, and now... Oh, Impressive able to win that. Actually, Xylo should be getting this bomb plant here. I don't know if they win this round, but they've at least secured money going into the next one, so that's going to be huge for the team. But yeah, I mean, a 1v2, when it's not your own ping, I don't know if Impressive can win this one. He's going to have a bit of a difficult time. Not much util to work with either. He does have a flash that can come in handy potentially, but the smoke comes out, and now he's already in trouble. Looking to swing main, but God's just sitting there holding it. Beautiful teamwork by Crossfire, and not much you can do there if you are Xylo. Again, that bomb plant is going to be huge for this round. That gave them a big money boost. They definitely will be able to buy the utility and armor and everything necessary coming into this final round of the flip.
I saw a Scar pulled out there by XCR. I think he still got it in his back pocket. No, maybe he threw it out to Impressive. Yeah, I think he did. I think he threw it out to Impressive. So Scar H being pulled out by Xylo. XC's not the first to pull it out. Kind of do or die here for Xylo. You're about to go into the flip. If you put an extra point on the board, that would definitely be good. Making a lot of noise over here by the A site. That bomb is hanging back just a little bit. I'm beginning to get the feeling they might try to make this rotation. If they can get one pick here, that would be absolutely phenomenal for them. Ooh, democracy. That shot went right by Gods right there. Twirl trying to work the B long area once again with the U ratio. I think they're really just trying to get Crossfire to guest and get out of their positions. Oh, Hakeem looking like he might end up losing his life. He's going to be able to get out of there. That smoke grenade coming in clutch. I almost feel like we're in a round 25 situation with the way both these teams are playing. Nuclear actually going to go ahead and pick up the first kill. They're opening it up on XC. 42 seconds left on the clock. Impressive also finding Twirl. The momentum is beginning to lean towards Xylo here. Rue backing up. Trying to get into some cover and work these angles.
I don't know, this B-side angle could be huge for this final round. I mean, Rue has a very good spot. If he can just find this B long pick, but no, he's going to get dropped. Hakeem has to do a lot of work now. 20 seconds on the clock. If he can delay this cross, he can do something here, but no, he's gonna get dropped. God's alone in a 1v4, and there's a player pushed up. Oh, but that flick shot. At least a nice kill going in his favor there. Nuclear swinging out. Wait a minute, this could be doable by Gods. The bomb is going down. He's gonna spot a player running. He has so much utility to pick up off the ground. He spots the player on that tower angle. Surely the flash comes out now. There's so much utility dropped from his teammates, and he's able to just spam this all over the place and cause mayhem on the site. God's trying to see if he can make some sort of advancement. Oh, Room's just jiggling there on site, and no, XDR is going to pick him up. Man, I thought Gods was about to do it again, but no, Xylo were able to secure that final round. Definitely much needed for them heading into the flip.
Now you have the coalition advantage. If you can win the pistol round, you should almost be guaranteed to get the round after that as well, which would put you at 5-9. If Crossfire wins this, though, it might just end up being a 13-3. Democracy be the first to open it up, putting down Gods. Big play by him. I'd say that's probably the MVP for Crossfire right now here in map number 1. All staying grouped up together. They're making that rotation back over here through storage, and B will probably be the side of choice now. Rooms landing a couple of shots and gets that incredible wall bang there on Hakeem, putting them down in a 3 versus 5 situation as they'll have to try to take this B bomb site. Nuclear about to catch these players off guard here, and there should be a round going in favor of Xylo here. Rue didn't check his corner well enough. Incredible discipline there by Nuclear. Just wait that extra second to see if somebody else would be coming. Phenomenal. And it should all be cleaned up here by Mr. Nuclear as he drops down Twirl.
Definitely looking very good for Xylo. I mean, starting off with a terrible first half, 9-2. Again, I mean, not much you can do because it's not your ping. But considering that they've turned it around, they've won that pistol and probably secured this round. They're going to have at least a decent gap in this round balance, assuming that they can go ahead and win this map. I mean, I guess you never know, anything is possible. Room's about to have a bit of a lineup here. Lots of players peeking. He's able to get only one, though. Oh, and Rue able to find 2. Nuclear comes in for cleanup, though. He's able to drop 2. Last man alive over towards Cafe. It's going to be Twirl. Actually, the pre-fire from the P250 is going to take him out. Somehow, Crossfire have picked up 3 weapons from Xylo, and he's able to secure an M4 as well. Impressive, getting super aggressive here, but Twirl is going to get dropped there by the aggressive peak.
I was going to say, if Xylo lost that, that was really going to be bad news for them.
Especially since he got aggressive there in the end. Like, if he lost that gunfight, it would not have been good.
Yeah, not at all. 2 rounds being secured there by Xylo. Now anything else is icing on the cake for them. Because really, you get to 7, you get to 8, you were sitting in a really good position. And again, anything more, the better.
It seems like a bit of an A execute. At least Hakeem is the only one that's actually pushed out. He's made his way over towards Tarp. He's going to give away his position, though, and now XDR. Oh, they're so paranoid about each other, but XDR is going to win that gunfight ultimately. And Xylo picking up the first kill of the round. Nuclear has a very good spot right now. Twirl is probably about to peek into his crosshair with the sniper slowly. And yeah, he's going to miss the shot. Nuclear ducks under the quick scope. And now Crossfire is down 2 men. And the sniper is dropped as well. And they're going to be making their way over towards B, but I don't think they win this one out. I mean, Xylo just have very good positioning. And yeah, Democracy doubling up there on that backstab. Actually, Xe winning that gunfight, but he's still going to get dropped ultimately. Xylo actually closing this gap. Now, I don't want to say anything, but assuming that there was no ping difference, I would be rooting for Xylo to win this map right now. Now, again, the ping should give Crossfire a bit of an advantage as far as overall raw gunfights, but the scoreboard is showing that Xylo is actually putting up a pretty good fight so far.
A phenomenal fight, and that's what the community thought. 90% coming into this round were in favor of Xylo with the smart voting system, and day of now, 50% in favor of Team Xylo, 29% in favor of Crossfire. We also have a new category we've added. I'm a fan of both, so you don't really have necessarily a favorite team here. You're just here to watch. You want to see the amazing game that is Critical Ops and these amazing teams compete, so they voted for that. But Xylo is still the favorite here.
What is going on right now? Xe finds one. Rooms is in a 1v2 and he's going to get dropped by Crossfire. I think someone tried to go for a knife earlier and got a tag with it, but couldn't find the actual knife kill. There was so much chaos happening on that A site. Now, Xylo kind of low on the cash department, still able to force up just a little bit. They can rock those They could rock those M4s with the armor. Now, one interesting thing, and I know that most people don't talk about this too often, but I wonder why these teams spend money on the helmets, you know, because it doesn't provide much value versus the heavier ARs like the SGs and stuff.
Yep.
Uh, it's just kind of like money going to waste every round. I mean, again, it can provide you with some protection from wallbangs, but that's pretty much about it. Uh, which again, how likely are you to get wallbang headshot?
Pretty
Pro-
pretty
Yeah, like
unlikely.
probably not gonna happen very frequently. I mean, maybe a bit on the A site. Twirl finding him there, he's gonna get dropped though, and yeah, Xylo picking up that round, and they should get a little bit more money in the bank moving forward.
This is what I mean by how coalition sided this map is. Even can we bring up the scoreboard? I just want to show everybody the server we're playing on again, and also see what everybody's points are and the ping difference. I think the scoreboard will pop up here in just a moment. I mean, you can see that right there for Xylo. 223, 214, 312, 275, while everybody is under 100 ping over here on the side of Crossfire. But this coalition side is so powerful on grounded. You know, we were talking, Xylo maybe made a wrong choice choosing grounded here for map 1, trying to get the round balance, but obviously we were wrong. They're doing a phenomenal job here. They're looking to take their 8th round. This would be huge for them if able to do it. Nuclear able to pick up 1, but Hakeem's going to be there, and this seems like Crossfire is going to prevent that 8th round from being taken. Hakeem putting down XZR after those missed shots, and it's all too impressive to try to do something here. Able to land a couple shots, and that bomb is going to go down. Crossfire definitely needing the extra cash. Impressive waiting for that full flash to wear off, and Xe is going to catch him right as he comes
Ooh.
around the corner.
Those headshots are unfortunate. I mean, look at everyone's HP. I'm pretty sure everyone got dinked or something. Like, they're all so low on HP. So, I mean, it could have been possible, I guess, if, like, maybe if the ping was in favor of Xylo that round and he just had a little bit more of an advantage, or I guess less of a delay for those kills, he probably could have potentially won that one out. But yeah, Crossfire making it 7-11 right now and forcing Xylo to eco, so definitely not good for them. And it looks like it's going to be a B execute, but Xylo have gamble stacked over towards B in response. Hakeem able to drop one XZR. So many picks coming out, but everyone is dead except for Democracy. Oh, they're rotating. They're going to catch each other off guard. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they're going to go try and get that bomb plant, but he's going to get dropped swiftly. And we're now looking at 7-12, heading into potentially the final round. At least it is a match point here for Crossfire.
Yeah, as you already mentioned, match point here for Crossfire. Xylo's done a really good job. I mean, we were talking about it right before the flip. It's like, it could be 13-3. It could be 13-3, and they brought it to basically what it is right now is a 6-point game, assuming Crossfire is able to win this round right here, and Xylo doesn't. If Xylo's able to win it, and it ends up being 13-8, 13-9, Xylo has done, they basically won map 1. Obviously, they did it, but with what they've done, they will have basically won it. It will really help them in getting the round balance if we do go to map number 3. Again, cannot Crossfire, though. 4v4 now as Democracy puts down Hakeem. It's a minute 15 left on the clock, and the bomb is beginning to rotate over here towards the B side, but the Coalition players don't realize this. It's only going to be player number 5, Nuclear, left alone on site. You can see this coming up. Realizing the situation his teammate was in, and they've gone ahead and reinforced that B site. I'm liking this lurk from Democracy coming in. He might be able to pick off the unsuspecting player here that is Xe as he's beginning to move back. They're hesitating, pushing out just a little bit. Nuclear is in a fantastic spot right now, and he almost chokes a shot on Twirl, but quickly gets dropped right after that by Rue. It's a sea of yellow now on that kill feed, and the last player after live here is teammate, or Impressive playing for Team Xylo.
Bit of a tough 1v3 for him. I don't think he wins this one out. I mean, no utility to work with at all. These players are posted up in B mid. At this point, Impressive is wondering if anyone will just give him some free kills. But no, oh my god, nasty shot by Rue to close it out for map number 1.
Well, 13-7. Overall, a good performance at Team Xylo, all things considered, but Crossfire will be leading this best of 3 series 1-0. All they got to do is get into map number 2 to close it out.
Yeah, I mean, overall, I would say definitely a better performance of Xylo than I was expecting. I mean, 7 rounds, considering their, I guess you could call it a bumpy start, they were able to put more on the board than we were expecting. So making it only 6 rounds for the difference there is definitely going to make it a bit of a tough time, considering also our map number 2 is Plaza. Now, that one can be very difficult to attack on, especially considering that there's so many, close corner angles and stuff. We'll be seeing a lot of shotguns, SMGs pulled out on Plaza, especially
Mhm.
on those eco rounds, and it could be a bit difficult for Xylo to deal with that when they don't have the ping advantage.
Yep,
Or I'm
exactly.
sorry, it will be difficult for Crossfire, I guess. For this time, it will not be their advantage for that map.
All right, folks, welcome back. Crossfire, as you saw, leading in this best of three series right now, 1-0. Map number 2 will be up shortly. It is going to be on Plaza, but we'll be back with map number 2 after a quick break here. See you on the flip side.
We're moving through the night like we're from a different star, flying over streets and our broken hearts. But they can't even touch us, we found a different beat. Paradise is waiting and we bought the lead. Ooh, getting caught in the mist, there's so many that never get out of. They're feeding the fears and the doubts. Ooh, but we're golden, we run till the end and we run without shame. We own the game. And we ride on the flames till the morning light. Baby, 'cause we're dynamite. Ain't nobody gonna hold us down. Break all the rules, let them run and hide. Baby, 'cause we're dynamite. Gonna let the world know. We're dynamite, we're dynamite. We're from a different time, yeah, we're of a different breed. 'Cause what we got is timeless, we supersede. And we hold in the key, yeah, we're tight as can be. We're rolling, we're rolling.
Yo, welcome back, Critical Ops fans. Welcome to World's Stream Weekend at number 2. This is the first stream of weekend number 2. We are here in the conference round number 1 for the Asia region. I am Sudden Death, and I am joined by Mantis. We just watched Crossfire take down Xylo in map number 1, and map number 2 is being prepared as we speak. But before we go ahead and hop into map number 2, we got about 4 or 5 minutes to wait on that. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the recaps from map number 1 and talk a little bit about what happened, and then we can maybe get some predictions as we move into map number 2, which will be on Plaza. Before we hop into those replays, though, chat, let us know down in the comment section down below who you think will be taking map number 2. I know you all have voted, but I'm curious to see if you got any more details you can give us why you think map number 2 is going to go to which team, what the round count will be, and if there's somebody you're specifically looking out for coming into map number 2.
Yeah, and again, map number 2 is going to be Plaza, which will be interesting. Again, we do have replays showing up here in just a second, but yeah, map number 2 will be interesting. I'm kind of curious to see if Crossfire can pull off the knife round. It'll be huge for them because if you get that knife round, again, it's so much easier to defend on Coalition when it comes to using those cheeky weapons like the shotguns and stuff. So at least if they can start out on the Coalition side somehow, they might be able to pick up some rounds just from holding tight angles with shotguns. Again, a little harder to do that when you don't have the ping advantage, but at least the kills will be a bit easier for them. Or I guess their time to kill, you could say, with some of these eco weapons. Again, it's very hard to win that knife round when you're not on your own server. I'd say like 98% of the time, if you have the ping disadvantage, you're losing that knife just because when everyone's running in, swinging their knives and stuff, it doesn't work out too well for you.
Best of 3 matchup here between Essex Silo and Crossfire. Currently, Crossfire is leading in this best of 3 series 1-0. Agreed, Manthus. That's definitely gonna be important for that coalition side. I think we're actually going to take a look at the stats between both of these teams. We talked a little bit about them moving into map number one. We didn't have a full opportunity to go into it and show everything here before we hopped on into it.
Yeah, and Xylo's stats are going to be popping up here on screen for you all just to take a look at them. Again, we kind of took a brief look at this before, but we can see a bit more in detail about their statistics. Again, their overall ratings are much higher compared to Crossfire's. I mean, everyone is above 1. Actually, I guess you could say almost everyone is above 1.2. A couple players just barely below it. But I mean, their ratings are good, their win-loss ratios are good, and they have a decent amount of maps played. Ranging between the 20s and all the way up to 52. So, Xylo definitely have some good statistics. I believe you might also be able to see their previous tournament standings. As far as their placement in the last couple of tournaments they did. Yeah, so Circuit Season 4, they were the winner in Main 1, they placed 5th in Main 2, and then they went to 3rd place in the finals. Embers of Victory Season 2, they made it to the quarterfinals. Circuit Season 5, they did not compete at all, it seems, or either that or they were just knocked out in an earlier round. But recently, they haven't really been stepping up, but at least they do have some statistics to back them up previously. Now, taking a look at Crossfire, on the other hand, their statistics are a lot lower than Xylo's to the overall raw rating. I do believe a lot of these players are actually below 1.0, which is not a super good look when it comes to that ratings. I mean, we can see like having a couple of your players in that 0 point below 1.0, that's definitely showing that their overall stats are worse. I mean, even the win-loss ratios from these players, we can see like 36%, 33%. Again, they do have a similar amount of maps played to Xylo, but yeah, their overall stats are not great. We could see their previous tournament standings as well. Actually, almost nothing overall. It's pretty much the only time that they placed in a tournament recently was Circuit Season 5, where they got 6th place in main tournament number 2. So it just kind of comes to show what happens whenever you comes to show what happens whenever you have 8 teams showing up for Worlds, right? You sometimes have this team that doesn't really have too many statistics to back them up in the past.
Xylo is favored for a reason as we come into this best of 3 series. 90% voted for Team Xylo in the community poll, and I think right now I'm looking at the YouTube chat. 47% are favor of Team Xylo, 30% in favor of Crossfire, and then there's 23% which are voting for. I'm a fan of both. Don't necessarily have a dog in this hunt, but they are here to just watch and enjoy. But still, either way, Xylo is leading pretty heavily as we come here into this next map of Plaza, which we're just a couple minutes away from getting into. Welcome back, everybody. I think we're going to talk about the smart voting system here before we hop on into the replays. Mantis, you want to run over how the smart voting system works for everybody in chat?
Yeah, so just to let you guys know, we do have this voting system that we just introduced, which is very nice. It's based off of points, so you can go ahead and, place some points towards which teams you think are going to win. Again, you don't have to vote on every match. You can just vote on the matches where you think you're more confident with voting, or just the teams you're more familiar with, because there are 4 regions, so maybe you're not familiar with everyone, but you could choose who you want to vote for and place points on these teams. There is a total of 20,000 credits for the prize pool overall. So you can just go and try and show off your prediction skills and see if you can make it on the top 10 leaderboard, because everyone in the top 10 leaderboard, as far as points, will be getting some in-game credits, which is nice. And it seems we're hopping into this knife round right now for Plaza. Everyone's stacked in the corner here, and it's going to be Xylo winning that knife round. I will say it was a bit closer than I thought it would be. But yeah, Xylo gonna win that knife round. If they're smart, they will start on this coalition side and just try and get up as much of a lead as possible. Again, the score on the last map was 13-7. So as of right now, their goal is to try and make the score here 13-6 or less versus Crossfire.
Yeah, just have to hold Crossfire to 6 rounds here. You will have that ping advantage. And Xylo will be starting out on the coalition side here in map number 1 to start. They will have that coalition advantage as we move here into the first half. That's mean Crossfire will be able to get in the second half, which could help them go ahead and secure that better round count. Pistol round is underway here. Crossfire going for Deagles and MRs. One MR96 picked up here by Xylo. Impresses the first to strike. Quickly trades out Serpent. A sub coming in and going to double up. I guess they're happy to have him in here. Oh my gosh. Hakeem finding one. Almost able to pick up the flick, but Nuclear is going to drop him. And Serpent finishes off Exy. That's 3 kills for him there in round number 1. And Xylo takes that round without too many difficulties here.
Yeah, and they will be able to buy the M4s as well, it seems. So definitely Xylo in a good spot. Again, those pistol rounds can kind of go either way, no matter what the situation is as far as the ping or the skill level. So definitely securing that pistol round is very safe for Xylo right now. Might be getting a bit of mid-action here.
Yeah. Couple Deagles are going to try to pick up a pick or two. That's really what you want to try to do in this pistol round. If you pick up 1 or 2 picks, you've really got yourself in a good spot. Rue's going to find Nuclear. They've already found that 1 pick. XE teasing these players up top here in Apartment, and Democracy is going to drop them. Ooh, that was a fantastic angle he had right there. I don't think Rue knew what was happening. Twirl now, the last player left alive here for his team Crossfire. They were able to drop 1 player. Again, best case scenario here for Xylo. You're able to pick up, Crossfire. You're able to pick up 1 more kill here on Xylo. He might be able to catch Serpent off guard. He doesn't at all. He is ready and waiting for him and drops him. Round number 2 going in favor of Team Xylo. And again, not a huge surprise being that eco round coming in from Crossfire. And there it is. Scar H being pulled out by Exy, and Twirl as well pulling this Scar H out. We have
make it 3. Okay.
H's. Okay.
See, Crossfire are ready to do whatever it takes to get some rounds. We'll have to see if the 3 scars come into play here. Again, it depends on what angles they choose to hold with these. Will they get aggressive or will they get passive? XE already kind of pre-firing a bit and calling out to the lobby, hey, I am rocking that scar. You guys need to be aware of it. It seems Xylo's taking a very aggressive approach to their mid-hold, which is definitely a very good way to be taking control of the middle of Plaza here. Aggressive approach always works out better for the coalition side. Again, they will have to deal with the scars, but for these close-up angles, that might not be better. But Hakeem doubles up with the SG. That's going to be huge. XE does get a refrag, but a huge opening play by Hakeem. There's Serpent able to catch that player. Oh no, just not quite. I thought he was going to get that kill, but he whiffed the kill on the guy. And now it seems Crossfire should be able to get to site and plant very soon. XCR is full flash and backing up over towards mid. He's going to encounter Gods here. He's going to hit that flick shot though, and able to recover a Scar as well. That could come into play on this retake here if he chooses to grab it. The bomb is going down by Crossfire right now. Serpent has to deal with 2 players on site, and there is 1 in-house. However, XZR should be able to deal with that player for him. Flash coming out on this head glitch. Twirl going to eat it just a little bit, but now XZR is coming in for this backstab. Is he going to win that gunfight? XE has spotted him out. Some shots being fired, but no, he's going to lose the gunfight ultimately. And now Serpent has made his way onto the site, and Crossfire picking up that round with the scars. They're taking an early lead that I guess shouldn't say early lead, but an early round that Xylo didn't have previously.
Yeah, catching Xylo a little off guard there. They're opting to go ahead and go into an eco here. Hero M4 being pulled out Democracy, as well as some armor. He's going to be the juggernaut here, and the rest of the players will be backing him up with some pistols. And they're playing very aggressive, moving down here a long, see if they can catch anybody inside a cross. Nobody's there. Team is hanging out here towards mid, moving up towards B. Impressive to be first to strike. Find Hakeem Gods quickly puts down Nuclear, and now it looks like they're going to go ahead and back up and move back up a long, as they've made a little bit of noise down there towards crossing. Confused Breach players. They're all spread out, and Rue's gonna pick up a kill there on Democracy, putting the body count board in favor of his team, and they're making that move over towards B. Bomb moving right back here towards B elbow, and Rue is getting incredibly impressive.
Oh my gosh.
XE with the double frag kill. I have not seen a double frag kill in a while here. Serpent is now the last player left alive, and that bomb will be planted here by Crossfire. That's some good cash they'll be getting, as well as what looks like will be the round win.
I mean, Serpent has snuck his way here. He might be able to catch Gods off guard, but no, he's not going to win that gunfight. Crossfire tying it up early. Already looking better than Xylo was on Grounded. So they're definitely putting up quite the performance. Now, Xylo, for the most part, can force up except Democracy, who chose to buy last round. But again, we do see the shotgun coming out from him. I know we were saying before, these shotguns are gonna come into play a lot on Plaza, and you should be able to find some value if they choose to push the B long area where he's probably gonna be camping with it. Actually, maybe he's gonna go sit over towards house.
I like the decision by they've been pushing B coming outside of apartment. He can really catch them off guard with that shotgun there and hopefully punish them. Crossfire already 2 points on the board. You got to be feeling a little nervous if you're Xylo. You're already into round number 5, and they only need to put 6 more points on the board to go ahead and be in the lead. Still, there's a lot of points there to score, but Crossfire looking very good right now. Those scars really helping them out. Twirl and Xe both still have them in hand. Gods has picked up an AK-47, and the SG remain in the hands of Rue and Hakeem. I'm thinking Democracy might move over here towards his B elbow. Maybe not. He's about to catch a player off guard here. It's Xe with that scar, but he decides to move back down. And Preface is going to fall, and Nuclear as well. 2 players are already down here. There's Democracy moving over towards elbow. He's able to pick up 1 kill, but quickly traded out there by Xe. He drops out of apartment. Unfortunately for him, that's just that FPS timing. Serpent finding and striking Hakeem. That bomb is being planted over here on top of the B site, and now the roles were reversed. Xylo have to be on the offense, while Crossfire is on the defense. I'll have to tell you what, if I had to choose a gun to go ahead and work this B side on off our defense, it'd be that Scar H. And they have 2 of them on the Crossfire side inside of this B bomb site. It's going to be very difficult for these players to retake.
Oh yeah, I mean, especially B side is filled with heady glitches, right? I mean, it is the perfect site to be rocking that Scar. Even if you're attacking, no matter what side you're on, Scar is definitely much more superior on the B site. When it comes to both taking it and defending it. It seems Crossfire will be taking this round pretty swiftly and securing an early lead that we probably weren't expecting. I mean, 3-2 in favor of Crossfire. Definitely not what I was thinking would be happening coming this. We can even see from their pings, again, a couple of these Xylo players are still dealing with a little bit of lag. I mean, 3 players over 100, but everyone on the side of Crossfire has over 300 pings, so they should be having much more of a difficult time finding these kills.
Yeah, but so far Xylo forcing up, trying to stay competitive in this and not lose too many more rounds, but it is now looking good for them. Gods is already striked, cutting the head off of Serpent right there.
Oh my goodness.
Letting them know he's got a shotgun here in sight and be careful.
Yeah, but he's so flashed.
again.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. You can't do anything there. Nuclear picks up 2 with a deagle somehow and secures a gun, but he's gonna get dropped by Rue. But man, I don't know, Xylo, they're a bit too spread out, you know? I mean, Crossfire, they're going for these full-on pushes. We saw last round, that player in the cubby just got overwhelmed by the A-long and A-mid split. They all just tunnel vision that one player, and there was no one on site to really back him up there. I don't know what the site player was doing, but these opening picks by Crossfire are having a lot of impact.
Yeah, I don't know what. Go ahead, sorry.
No, go ahead. I was just gonna say, I don't know. Like, you only need 3 more rounds for Crossfire, and you have tied up the round balance technically.
Yeah, exactly. 3 more rounds, you tied up 1 more round, and you have gone ahead and gotten the round balance in your favor. And potentially you might be able to pull out the round win here in this best of 3 series. We've been thinking just due to the drastic difference in ping, we were going to go to map number 3, but Crossfire might be able to do it. You have to do something big here on the side of Xylo, and Democracy is trying to do that as he takes down Hakeem right there. They have 2 man down in their favor. XZR is going to decide not to challenge those players. Serpent is over here striking the heels of Xe, and he's going to go ahead and dip quickly. Flashes Gods, prevents him from pushing him. 2 players have the life here on the Crossfire side. I think they've done a really good job here in this round of locking these players down and preventing them from pushing too far up into their side of the map. Twirl slowly inching up. Democracy's... Oh, I think he saw him. He did indeed. Twirl going down to his hand. Last player left alive here is Gods, and I believe he's going to go ahead and decide to try and save this SG. Try to play for any picks that come his way.
He's got that head glitch advantage, so it should be easy.
I know. I was just about to say, I remember when this map first came out. Well, the game first came out. I was playing. I got to play on Plaza. You could sit back there with the AK or the sniper rifle at a little angle. Ooh, Democracy catching Gods off guard right there. and gonna drop him. Xylo closing the gap. Crossfire's created, now back down to only 1.
Yeah, and it seems Crossfire are still able to force just looking at their money. I mean, Twirl has 6,200 and he has a gun, so that's interesting. And he's gonna be dropping some utility to his teammates, it seems. Uh, Again, 2 scars on the side of Crossfire, so they're definitely putting those scars to good use so far, as far as finding value with it. They are a bit spread out for this round, trying to see if they can find some picks. So far, they've been doing not too bad of a job with getting opening picks onto Xylo, and just help them sort of, find the weakness in their spread out defense once they get an opening pick. Serpent already spotted here, playing aggressively over towards A long. And it seems we're gonna have a clash. B-Long as well. Impressive. Oh, they're both gonna get flashed out actually, and they're both gonna back up respectively after these flashes pop. The bomb is still left in mid, so Crossfire definitely have plenty of time to make a decision. Hakeem opening up on a nuclear with some whiff shots. Or Serpent able to. Oh, I thought he was gonna find guards, but he's gonna lose that gunfight. A lot of gunfights happening over towards mid. Democracy knows Xy's right here. He's gonna shoot him in the back while he's reloading. We're down to a 2 versus 3. And Crossfire is currently going to make a move for the bomb. Now Twirl, will he win this one out? No, Democracy's gonna win it. And Gods does not have much HP, so Xylo is looking good on the HP department for this round. And especially considering it's going to be a B execute here. Impressive should be able to do some work from this little stairs head glitch angle. Again, 30 seconds, so they can still change their mind and go A if they want. But right now, they're about to battle Democracy, or Impressive, it seems. But no, Rue's actually going to win that gunfight. Democracy's in a 1v2. 25 seconds. And oh my goodness, a headshot from Rue. This man is on fire right now. Double kill at the end there. I thought that was going to go in favor of Xylo, and he just turned up at the end.
It's interesting too because Crossfire, their worst performing map is on Plaza. When you look at it, they have absolutely 0 wins on Plaza for their tournament history. But they're they want to change that today. They'd like to go ahead and put 1 win on that board. Oh, Serpent getting caught off guard there by Hakeem. He was flashed, but XCR taking out the milk bottles and picking up 3 players right there as he's able to drop down Gods as well before XE takes his life away from him. Last player alive here was XE. And XE Xylo goes ahead and closes that gap down once again. Crossfire inching ever closer to that magic number of 8 men.
Yeah, and Crossfire, they do have to eco here, but definitely having a very good start so far. Again, like you said, only 3 rounds away from securing the lead, and considering that they already have a 5-round lead, that gives Xylo a bit more work that they have to do on the flip, right? I mean, they're gonna have to have more, I guess you should say they'll have more time on the coalition side. So many picks here over towards A-Long. XZR tripled up, I believe, there, or quadded, I can't recall.
It was a little full house coming in from Xylo. XCR getting a 3K last round and this round as well. I guess it was round number 10 and round number 9 because this round would be round number 11. Either way, we're tied up here. Xylo beginning to come back alive, but as you said, there's a lot more work you have to do now on the Xylo side because you've given Crossfire 5 rounds.
Yeah, I mean, now Xylo's going to have to attack and win the rounds. You know, they're gonna have to deal with the coalition setup from Crossfire, and especially potentially with these shotgun stuff. I mean, we see Crossfire are willing to cheeky weapons to try and help them have a better time winning these gunfights. Impressive. Gonna spot Hakeem, but no, Democracy actually is gonna be the one to drop that kill. We're down to a 5 versus 4. First pick going in favor of Xylo. But right now, Crossfire, they're showing a lot of presence over towards B. Now this aggressive setup from Xylo working out pretty well. Democracy finds another one with that AK nuclear picking up a kill as well. It's already down to a 5 versus 2. Twirl gonna find Democracy though over towards B long. Still has the bomb in hand. The question is, will he choose to contest this or back up? He's gonna have to deal with Impressive if he continues to fight it. But I think he's gonna back up and maybe regroup with his teammate. Oh, Nuclear was holding that cross, but he backed up at the worst time. I think he spotted him out. Rue able to find XZR though over a mid. Oh, but Impressive gets aggressive, and that's a bomb dropped over towards mid, and that's information for the team. Now Rue has to try and recover this bomb with 40 seconds left. Impressive is holding it though, but the pre-fire headshot, somehow he gets the headshot from that. It didn't even look like he was aiming at the head. And Nuclear is going to refrag.
You know what I love about Crossfire? They're very scrappy. I think that's the right word, like a street brawler. you said they're doing anything they possibly can to go ahead and take the round. Here it is, Super 90s being pulled out. They don't care. They don't care. It's like they want to win, and I like that. They're coming in. They're at a disadvantage ping-wise. They don't have as much experience as other teams do, and they don't care. It's like we're gonna do whatever it takes to win, and I really like that attitude about. I mean, within the rules, obviously, and that's what they're doing. I really like that attitude from Crossfire, and it's looking like it might pay off for them here. Ooh, that shotgun probably making Nuclear just a little bit nervous. He's able to drop that X before it does too much damage to him. Hakeem able to drop Democracy, but it looks like it is going to be over here shortly, and it'll be 7-5 going into the flip. Not what you were expecting. I don't think that's what Xylo was expecting to do on the Coalition side. I think they were expecting to have a few more points on their side moving into the flip. Because now you're giving Xylo the Coalition side. You do have the possibility of nade stacking.
Exactly. I was just about to say that. Like, I wonder if they're gonna get into the nade stacking, right? I mean, at this point, again, quick little reminder for everyone watching: it is single elimination at this point. You lose, you're out of the tournament. And so, if you're Crossfire, you're thinking we need 3 rounds. Are they willing to do whatever it takes to sort of secure that round balance? Or maybe they could even potentially win, but are they at least willing to do whatever it takes to secure the round balance heading into a potential third map? Or will they sort of follow the gentleman's agreement and not go for the nade stacking?
Yep. I mean, they have no problem pulling out the Scar and the Super 90. So do you go ahead and nade stack? I don't know. It is an interesting question. This could be super, super interesting as well, because all these players are grouped up here on top of A for Crossfire, but Xylo is favoring this B side right now. Nuclear is slowly inching up. Once he realizes and peeks this corner here and he looks inside of B site, or excuse me, A site, and realizes all these players here, you should see a quick move from this group of T's. There it is. They're coming in. Bomb is already down, and that bomb will be planted here. Hakeem coming out, firing multiple shots, missing all of the Nuclear and Democracy picking up kills. That bomb has now been planted. 2 players left alive here on the Crossfire side. It looks like Xylo has secured this first pistol round. There it is.
Yeah, definitely what they need.
Yep. Xylo going to be able to flex hard here and go ahead and buy those SGs and AKs and come in and probably take round number 14. Unless Crossfire is able to do something truly phenomenal over here in round number 14, it should be going in turn to Xylo, and they'll be up by 4. Again, I think the biggest goal right now for Crossfire is just 3 more rounds. All they gotta do is 3 more rounds. Not even necessarily win.
Hard eco is definitely a good decision for them to make here. They need 100%. To try and get whatever rounds they can potentially in the future. Oh, we should have a bit of a field day for these players. Serpent able to get a 2K, and now Twirl is coming in on this flank, but Democracy is going to drop them, at least denying the bomb plant from Xylo, so that's less money on their hands.
Now oh, there it is. The Scar being pulled up by XE. I was going to say, I bet we see some Scars being pulled out here. XE has pulled it out, and we'll see if anybody else decides to. I don't think anybody has the cash, or I guess Twirl had just enough to pull out the Scar there. 2 Scars pulled out and a Super 90. Here comes the scrappiness of Crossfire. Again, all they need is 3 more rounds. You put 3 more rounds on the board, you get to decide, you get your server coming into map number 3, and they'll be very, very happy about that.
And the weapon choice is on fire. I mean, the Super 90 on B, I really want to see some action from it, but I doubt we'll get it. I think Xylo have to be, they got to be a little aware, you know? Like, they know, all right, Crossfire are going to be playing cheeky. They're probably rocking those Super 90s and stuff, so they should be leaving angles like A long and B long out of the picture on their pushes.
Yeah, Nuclear really opening up.
Oh my goodness. Couple trades come in there. Xylo are actually down a man right now. It is 2 versus 3. Again, they do have this ping advantage, so they might be able to win this round out. Crossfire currently taking a bit more of a B stack. They're pretty confident it's going to be B, and right now, at least so far, it seems as though they're correct. Xylo making their way over towards mid. Serpent jump spotting this, but that's going to give root information from the sound cue. And now he's going to be getting a bit aggressive. I think he knows his player's pushed up. Oh, he goes for the pre-fire, though, and that's going to go his position. Rue. Oh, man, they just barely spot each other out, and then they're going to turn away. Hakeem underside with the Super 90. Oh, and Serpent is waiting in the corner. XZ are able to find one, but I don't think Xylo wins this round. Actually, no, he has the bomb. I didn't even realize that. So technically, Xylo could still take an A and plant here, and I think that's what they're gonna do. He's recovered an SG from his teammate, and now Xylo are gonna be getting the bomb plant. So Crossfire have to retake. Now they do have a Super 90. I think maybe he'll be able to recover a weapon. Yeah, it seems he's picked up an M4. As of right now, Crossfire, they have a 1 versus 2 retake. Hakeem with a full kit as well to work with. And Xylo is playing on site, so a flash and a nade can have a lot of impact here. Yeah, that's the information he needed, and he has the utility to work with. I don't know if he knows he's playing on the statue or not. No, XCR gets aggressive on that sweep, the headshot from him. And now it is 10-5. And I mean, technically, if you think about it, Xylo, they're only 3 rounds away from winning. I know we were talking about Crossfire's a great start, but they haven't really been showing up on the coalition side, which is interesting. You think they have
Nope,
an
not at all.
easier time getting rounds, and they haven't. Have they even gotten one in this half yet?
No, they have yet to secure a round here going into the half. And like you said, Xylo's only 3 rounds away from taking the W here. If they're able to take it 13-5 or 13-6, they will get to choose the server coming into it. They will have the ping advantage moving the Canals. Actually trying to strike here with the Super 90. He's able to finally drop one player down on the ground. Still extra cash coming in for them. Rue quickly getting refragged by Impressive, but not before he was able to drop Democracy. It's a 3 versus 3 here. Xylo working their way around here towards B, it seems. 3 players favoring the side of A, but it looks like we're going to have Hakeem moving back over towards B, beginning to watch. Scar in the hands of Twirl.
Oh man, this angle is devious. I don't know. That's the only word I can use to describe it. I mean, if he gets a kill off that angle, it'll be very dirty, I guess you could say.
Ooh, Impressive low HP, about to pop around the corner, trying to see if he can find anybody. Frag grenade going out. Oh, Hakeem.
Oh, the ammo is just not there on the Scar. The one downside using that gun. Little wallbang spam coming out there. Serpent ultimately is going to get... Actually, no, XDR is going to pick up that kill. Yeah, Xylo are closing the... I guess you could say the gap. Now, again, I'm not 100% sure what happens if it's tied, right? If it's 13-7 after both games, I don't know how we pick the server. I'm sure there's something to decide that round balance. But technically, Xylo, they can guarantee... if it's 13-6, that they get to pick their server. Whereas Crossfire, you can get 2 more rounds. You're at least in somewhat of a good spot. Again, not sure what happens if we get a tie on that round balance.
Well, in that last round number 16 should have gone in favor of Crossfire. They had every single advantage, and because of the misplay with the Scar there, it cost Crossfire the round. Round number 17 here, we're 2 points away from Xylo securing map number 2 and taking us to a map number 3. A lot of spam fire going on right now. They're trying to pick up a pick here on the side of Crossfire. That's what they need. Rue realizing these players are mid here. He's about to have somebody push him, and his reaction time was a little slow, but he's able to
find it.
Oh my gosh. So close to getting the 3K. Impressive. Quickly putting out XE. He's not going to be allowed to use that Scar. Twirl keeps his gun reloaded this time.
Coalition wins.
Ooh, great teamwork right there. Hakeem finding Impressive as he moves up, trying to find that player at the Scar. Crossfire now putting the first point on the board since we've gone into the flip. 1 round away from tying the round count up compared to last map, and 2 points away from going and being able to choose their server, moving in, winning round balance, moving into map number 3.
Yeah, and they still have some money to work with. And look at this, Xylo actually are on an eco buy now, which is kind of what happens when you accumulate a lot of round win bonus. Or I guess you reset your win bonus after you lose one. So yeah, they are gonna have to go in response. That's probably the one thing Crossfire are doing right, is making all the rounds close, right? They're making Xylo spend money because of that. They have a bit of wiggle room, making them take this eco here. If they didn't have as many impactful rounds, even though they were losing, definitely Xylo would still be buying right now. The secret round should go in Crossfire's favor if they play their cards right. Rue able to double up Democracy, gets the kill there, and potentially they might be able to recover a Scar. I don't know. Actually, I don't think they were able to escape with it, and Serpent gets taken down very low from a frag grenade. XCR still full HP with an SG, might be able to find some huge impact here, but oh, this player's waiting here. XZ with the Scar, and he's just gonna drop him, and now Serpent is gonna get dropped shortly after. Now it's 7-11. Crossfire, you get 1 more round, and you get to actually pick the map. I'm sorry, the server going into map number 3.
That'll be huge for them. And it's still even possible. Maybe they can bring it back. It's going to be difficult, but if you're going to start the comeback, you need to do it at point 11. You don't want to wait till match point. You need to go and start making it now. And they're working on it. Nuclear, thinking about peeking around that corner, decides not to. Doesn't want to run into those shots. Another smoke grenade being thrown here towards Exy, and he should be dropping it. Nuclear making a whole lot of noise, giving away his position, but it should allow his teammates to begin to slowly inch up even farther over here towards this B site, which is the site of choice here for Xylo. Through. Don't think he spotted out.
Oh my goodness.
Nuclear was able to spot out him. That's the difference in experience right there. Man, advantage going in favor of Xylo. Incredibly nasty. Oh man, Exy quickly sighting down and just eliminating XR. Just an instant delete right there. 3v3 here on the body count board.
And right now, Xylo, they have the bomb towards B. They know that XC is taking an aggressive angle. He's been a dominant force with the scars, so they're gonna have to do some. They're gonna have to deal with him on this aggressive peak if they choose to rotate to A. They spot guards over towards A as well. Surely they know by now B should be the side of choice. I mean, they've spotted 2 players getting aggro. XC spots Democracy in spawn. Impressive, gonna respond with a nice little headshot there. Are they actually gonna take it A here? I didn't think they would, considering they knew 2 of these players were super aggressive. But they might, and Gods is positioned in this back corner, probably going to play for some trigger discipline as they make their way onto site. I don't know if Xylo will expect him to be in this corner. Literally, checking this corner could be the difference between whichever you get to play. Yeah, the bomb plan going down right in front of him. He's just going to peek around the corner, and the double kill from Gods. Crossfire, they did it. They successfully secured the round balance for this best of 3. Again, it's not over yet, but at least they get to play on their own server heading into Canals. That's a huge round for Crossfire right there.
You have to be so incredibly happy if you're on Crossfire right now. You have successfully done it. You get to go ahead and choose a server coming into map number 3, and now you just need to focus on winning this. I mean, it is possible. They brought it within 3. Xylo having to eco here, they'll be able to bring it within 2. This is still possible here for Team Crossfire. You definitely cannot count them out. Exy doesn't even need the ADS. He'll put you down hip firing with the Scar. He's able to find 2 really quick and comes back and tries to go for the 3rd, but Akeem is going to take that away from him. There it is. It's 9-11 here, folks. 2 rounds separate both of these teams, and Xylo needs to not panic here. You need this map. You need to tie it going into map number 3, and then you can go ahead and deal with the ping difference and all the other difficulties you're going to have to deal with in map number 3, but you just need to make it there. Scar in the hands of Twirl and Exy once again, and no nade stacking yet coming in from Crossfire. I guess they're sticking with that gentleman's agreement not to do that, but if they were to start nade stacking, it's basically in the bank. But I don't think you need to, as God puts down multiple players there. Twirl firing blind, but thankfully for him, Nuclear is blind as well. He comes back, and Rue's going to pick up the kill, and it looks like this round is secured for Crossfire, and it is indeed 10-11. Crossfire is about to bring this back and tie it up.
And look, I love Crossfire's playstyle, right? I mean, they don't have the ping advantage, right? And they're taking advantage of this so well. I mean, they're getting aggressive, they're switching up the playstyle, and that is the one time that the Scar is the dominant weapon. Because you ADS with that weapon, you can really get aggressive, you can run and gun, you can take, you know, really aggressive fights that you normally wouldn't with a different rifle. And their playstyle is just throwing Xylo off, it's giving them rounds that shouldn't be going in their favor. And I mean, they could potentially tie it up here. I mean, weaker rifles now being bought by Xylo. We have 3 AKs from them, and God already opening up onto Nuclear Democracy, able to respond with one. It's down to a 3 versus 3. They might be able to take the B side here. Actually, yeah, impressive with a huge headshot there. That's going to be important for Xylo. And yeah, XZR coming in with that mid flank. Xylo are able to pick up the 12th round here. I mean, Crossfire, at this point, you're definitely not wrong. It's still doable. Like, anything is possible at this point.
It is 100% doable for them, but we're now at match point here for Team Xylo. Could be all she wrote here for map at number 2. We will see. Will Crossfire end it here and move on, or will we be moving on to a map number 3? Chat, let us know now in the comments section. Don't wait and be like, oh yeah, I voted for it, after you know the outcome. I want to know. Who's going to win? Give us your prediction right now. Is it Xylo? They only need 1 point. or is somehow Crossfire going to do the impossible? And Price is going to open up and down to Keem. That's a man down already inside of the Crossfire. Making that 2 as Gods gets dropped with that frag grenade. XC's going to have to do something big here at the Scar. He pushes through. He's playing aggressive. He doesn't catch Serpent off guard as he strikes his heel and drops it quickly. Rue is here, and he's way too delayed there to find Serpent. And it looks like Xylo will be winning this map number 2 here, and we will be going to map number 3. The final score will be 13-10. Incredible performance here by Crossfire. Xylo absolutely crumbled.
Yeah, 100%. And yeah, there goes Toro gets dropped finally. But yeah, you're definitely not wrong. I guess you could say Xylo kind of choked this game here. They definitely needed to take away as many rounds as possible, and they were slipping up a lot, especially when they were letting Crossfire play on the breach side. They slipped up way too many rounds in their favor.
Yep. Well, they gave him 5 rounds on the breach side, and they gave him 5 rounds on the coalition side. They had to hold them to at least 7, preferably 6, and they were not able to do that. It is tied up here, but going into map number 3, which is going to be on Canals, and Crossfire will have the ping advantage. Now, we saw in map number 2, even though Crossfire was at that disadvantage, that didn't really bother them too much. It might not bother Xylo coming into this. They'll have some longer range to work with, but based on the performance from map number 1, you kind of got to be giving the edge a little bit to Crossfire. And they played phenomenally well in map number 2. I get 90% of the community. 90%. I think we can show the community votes here. I don't think we've had an opportunity to show them on screen just yet. They might come up after the flip. But 90% voted in favor of Xylo. I almost said Crossfire. In Xylo. Only 10% in favor of Team Crossfire. Looking at the YouTube poll, it's 46% in favor of Xylo, 32% in favor of Crossfire. Yeah, here's the community votes right here. I'm sorry, it's over 90%. That's 92% in favor of Team Xylo coming into this. And I understand you think Xylo's you're gonna win and everything, but I'm not from watching Crossfire play, I don't understand the huge difference. 60-40, okay, sure, I get that. You look at stats and everything, you've seen Xylo play previously. They got more cred on the street with the tournament wins and the tournament placements. I get it, Crossfire doesn't. But again, I'm not seeing this huge, vast difference. This isn't Xylo going, versus a team full of operatives here. Crossfire is definitely here and ready to play, and it'll be very interesting to see how they go ahead and handle map number 3, both of these teams. With all of
yeah,
that
and again, I do want to say real quick, another thing you got to keep in mind when it comes to these votes, I do believe these polls are based on the points that are being invested towards these teams. So it's kind of like, yes, it's 92%, but it might not necessarily be 92% of people voting towards it. It could just be more like people are more confident in Xylo, so they're essentially voting more points towards that team versus Crossfire not getting as many points spent towards them. So maybe they could have more votes, but just not as many points, right? Because people being more confident in Xylo's potential performance. So that could be a huge factor as to why it's so lopsided on that community vote pool.
Either way, though, Crossfire, I think, heavily underrated and underestimated. With all that being said, folks, we're going to go ahead and go into a break time here, and we will be back with map number 3, which will be on Canals. And we will see you on the flip side.
we're from a different star, flying over streets and our broken hearts. But they can't even touch us, we found a different beat. Paradise is waiting and we bought the leaves. Ooh, getting caught in the mist, there's so many that never get out of. They're feeding the fears and the doubts. Ooh, but we go and we run to the end and we run without shame. We own the game, and we run on the flames till the morning light. Baby, 'cause we're dynamite. Ain't nobody gonna hold us down. Break all the rules, let them run and hide. Baby, 'cause we're dynamite. Gonna let the world know. We're dynamite, we're dynamite. We're from a different time, yeah, we're of a different breed. 'Cause what we got is timeless, we supersede. And we hold in the key, yeah, we're tight as can be. We're rolling, we're rolling.
Welcome back, everybody. This is how you want the second weekend, the first stream of the second weekend of Worlds to go. We have a match in our hands, best of three. We're into the third map, and we're tied up here. Currently, it is tied between SX Xylo and Team Crossfire. Crossfire winning map number 1, Xylo winning map number 2. We have some replays coming in from map number 2. We're going to go ahead and take a look at that, recap what happened, what we thought both these teams did well, and what they didn't do so well in map number 2, and maybe be able to get somewhat of an idea, sketching at least, of what's going to happen in map number 3. I think the biggest thing, your biggest takeaway you have to take from map number 2 is how well Crossfire played coming in with the ping disadvantage. We knew they had to go ahead and take 8 rounds in order to go ahead and get to choose what map they wanted to play, or what server they wanted to play in map number 3, just because of the regional difference, or not necessarily the regional difference, but just the ping difference that both these players, or both these teams have. And Crossfire was able to get those 8 points plus 2 extra, take it all the way to 10. They got 5 rounds on the Coalition side and 5 rounds on the Breach side, and they just played really phenomenally well.
Yeah, and I mean, overall, Crossfire, they had an amazing performance on Plaza. We can already see just from going right now, we had an incredible score here, 4-3. I can't remember if this is the round that they won. I think they lost this round. I might be wrong about that, but actually no, they ended up winning it, yeah, making it 5-3. But I mean, Crossfire, they just had such a good start, right? Picking up 5 rounds on the Breach side when you don't have the ping advantage. I mean, it's just an incredible way to start it out. And then we also saw when they flipped over to the Coalition side, they were getting aggressive and switching it up, and they were able to pick up a couple more rounds. I know they had a very rough start. I think they let Crossfire, it was 5-7 going to flip. I think it went to like 10-5 or something, or 11-5 before they picked up the first round. But once they sort of got back on track, they were able to get some momentum of their own, and that pick the server going into map number 3 and winning that round balance out.
Yeah, and I mean, it almost looked like they're towards the end. Crossfire might be able to win map number 2. I mean, it got super, super close. So being they have the advantage server-wise coming into map number 3, and you see how scrappy they are. They have absolutely no issue with pulling out a Scar, pulling out the Super 90. I think there was, I couldn't really tell if it was a couple players that got dropped right there towards the end, or if it was a little bit of nade stacking going on. I think it was a couple players that got dropped, but either way, these teams, what separate them, you look at stats and whatnot, and you go, okay, Xylo, a little more experience. The players, they got way more tournament experience when you look at the maps play. I think there's a play, I think it's Ori has 52 maps, and Democracy and a couple other players, they're up there in the upper 30s, low 40s for the maps played. Crossfire doesn't have that, but what brings these teams together in that is that it gets the scrappiness of Crossfire. Crossfire has no issue with doing something a little more unconventional. Maybe it is playing aggressive with the Scar and pushing up like we saw XE do a couple times, or having that Scar and being able to ADS and be able to jump around and be a little more mobile with it, catching those players off guard, or pulling out a shotgun and getting up in different locales to go ahead and surprise their opponents. Crossfire, I'm personally favoring coming into map number 3. I don't usually say that or anything because I don't want to jinx any teams. I am knocking on wood, Crossfire, don't worry. But based on the performance I've seen out of both these teams in the last couple of maps, I got to be giving the edge to Crossfire. Unless Xylo is finally ready to wake up. You know, maybe they were able to get some G Fuel. Maybe they were missing their G Fuel for map 1 and 2, but they went ahead and were able to go ahead and get G Fuel for map number 3. I don't know. Maybe. We'll have to see. I think with all that being said, that we're about ready to go into the knife, and we'll be seeing who's starting on which side. Oh, actually, maybe the pistol round is already underway.
Yeah, we're just
we're actually
into
live.
the pistol.
Yep, sweet. Knife has been decided. Crossfire starting on the Coalition side, and Xylo on the Breach side. So quick push underneath. Coalition coming out. Democracy's the first to strike, finding a Akeem, and they're going to move back over here towards this A site. Bomb being planted. That's some early cash going in favor of SX Xylo. Excuse me. Oh, Democracy with a mean angle there on Twirl. 3v3. Working, trying to take this site. That flashbang doing a lot of work, but X is able to stay alive long enough to pick up 1 kill. Now it's all the way down to Gods. He's going to get dropped by Democracy. I think that was 4 players. Democracy.
Yeah, 4K by Democracy. Huge pistol round. And I know you were talking, I know you were saying earlier, maybe Xylo will finally wake up. But I mean, ultimately, it might be too late for that, you know? I mean, at this point, you're already over towards the map 3. It's too late to pick your own server, right? Even if Xylo does wake up, they still have that ping disadvantage to deal with. So they have a harder time. Now, they are starting off pretty strong, and they are full buying, not even some SG from some of these players. I mean, they really want to win this. God's getting super aggressive. They get a little chip damage on some of these players before ending the round. Now, that lurk from XZR is crazy. I mean, lurking when you force up like that and dropping a gun, you really can't afford to be doing that. And Rue, oh my goodness, what is going on site? They've gotten 3 kills with XDs. There's only rooms left in a 1 versus 2. He's able to drop buddy 17 HP, and Twirl can recover the gun now that was dropped here over towards Lower Cat. I mean, what is going on? Xylo could lose this round. I don't know how Crossfire are able to turn the tides on this one like that. It looks like Rooms is going to rotate towards B from spawn. I don't think Twirl is expecting this rotation play, so maybe a bit of outmaneuvering could happen here. If he chooses to peek mid here, he could actually catch Twirl in the back window. He's just going to go for the safe bomb plant, and now Twirl's going to make his way over towards B. He knows the bomb is down. Again, Rooms doesn't have the HP, but technically, you know, it's a 1v1. He could do it, and he's going for the long wrap round over towards Cafe, so this out positioning might get him the kill on Twirl. Oh, they're just barely going to miss it. Oh, I think he heard him. Yeah, I think he heard him above him, and now Twirl is super paranoid about Room's position. He's going to peek him from underneath, and yeah, that is a pick for him, and he has secured that round. Crossfire winning. They didn't even buy pistols. I mean, the XG45s come out, and
happened?
you win that one. I don't know.
What just happened? I am really, really shocked by that. Again, still favoring Crossfire coming into this, knocking on wood for them. I'm not trying to give them any caster's curse, but that should have been SX Xylo's round all day long. And it looked like it was going to be, but then the incredible play came right there, and they were able to drop it down to 1 versus 2, and then it came out to 1v1, and Twirl played it phenomenally well. Crossfire is tied it up here, upsetting that early lead that Xylo should have had, and now they should be able to take round number 3, taking it 2-1. We'll see, though, how Xylo decides to respond to this.
I mean, at least as of right now, Xylo do have to eco, so not looking too good for them. Gods finding a pick onto Democracy. We're down to a 3v5 already. I don't think Xylo wins this one out. Impressive. Actually, we'll get a nice little headshot there onto Rue, but Troll is getting aggressive with the AK now, swinging elbow. He's able to drop one. These Xylo players are getting dropped like flies super quickly, but I do believe they'll be able to buy in response now. But definitely not the start Xylo needed. I mean, you start off with the pistol round, you can at least try and get some momentum, and then you use the round after, not even to guns, I mean to a full-on eco. And I definitely think that player, I don't know who it was, but the player who lurked over towards Cafe definitely threw that round for them. I mean, if he's over towards A supporting his team and not giving Crossfire a free pick slash gun over there, it definitely could have gone the other way.
Minute 30 on the clock. Trying to pick up that first pick on the side of Xylo. You can see him slowly inching up here, B long. Serpent is the lead man. Impressive, he's your bomb carrier here on the side of Xylo. Flashbangs coming out. They know where they're coming. Ooh, Exy with a mean headshot, decapitating that snake. Doubling up, trying to go for the 3K, but Rooms is going to drop him with that AR. Oh, Hakeem finding Democracy. And the last player of their life here is Rooms. I'll have to go against Hakeem here with his AR-15. If he gets the first couple shots, he might be able to drop him. Nope. Hakeem's got the better drop shot. And Crossfire is now leading by 2 as we move into round number 5. Again, Xylo's still heavily favored here. 92% of points gone in favor of Team Xylo before the match started. And we're looking at the YouTube poll right now. 47% in favor of Xylo. I'm still waiting for this vast difference in the community's opinion of Xylo versus Crossfire to show up here. Xylo just hasn't really been able to put anything together. Yes, they won map number 2, but it was a barely win. Man, Hakeem has just been mean. Twirl picking. Oh, I thought he picked up a kill. No, it's God's taking it away from him. And now Crossfire has extended their lead to 3. It almost looked like Xylo has given up.
I don't know, but definitely one thing I will say, Xylo, you're playing on Canals, you absolutely need a sniper. It's so important to get one ASAP. I mean, when you have this ping disadvantage, right, your time to kill on assault rifles is so much lower. If you can get a sniper and hold some of these longer range kills, it's so much easier to kill with a sniper on high ping than it is with an assault rifle, and especially on Canals, that's where you can find the most value. Rue taking an interesting angle here, pushed up a lot. He's not going to expect that tonal server, but he's going to hit the flake headshot, win that, pop the reload though, and Rooms will catch him off guard. Impressive, taking out Hakeem as he gets over aggressive towards elbow as well. The bomb is still down over towards A. Xylo kind of spread thin around the map. They're going to have to try and regroup potentially. We can kind of see XZR already making his way up towards B long, probably holding the line here, waiting for his teammates to rotate. Now, the question is, does Exy hear these players making a move over towards B? Because if so, he's probably calling out, but Twirl's still holding this A cross, but he's going to switch over towards B long, maybe. I don't know, he's kind of paranoid watching both out. Xylo haven't made any super commitments yet. Oh, and Twirl's going to spot one there. He's going to find one before XZR trades him out. We're now down to a 2 versus 2. Exy in the cafe still. XZR going to drop him though, and it's a 2 versus 1 for Gods. But again, we've seen him clutch these in the past, and especially with the ping advantage, he can do it. But no, XZR going to get aggressive over towards cafe and drop him. Xylo putting up their second round on the board.
Round number 7 about to start here. Twirl pulling out the U ratio again. The loss bonus coming in clutch here for Xylo. 3 SGs being pulled out, 2 AKs on their side. Bomb is beginning to favor towards his A site. Ooh, Exy in a difficult spot, having just rocking XD this round. I just noticed that. Rue getting a huge opening pick there on Rooms across map. That'd be a long shot medal if this was a different game. Shout out if you got that reference. Ooh, Rue gonna find 2 players before XDR ultimately puts him back into his spawn. Minute 12 now here on the clock. It's a 3 versus 3. Exy has picked up that U ratio that Twirl dropped. don't have too much utility to work with, or at least lethal utility to work with on the side of Xylo. You do have a couple smokes and a flash. You can throw those out, make it a little bit easier to take this site, but you got one player working line of sight to ratio. Xe is going to get that caught, and you're going to see this rotation coming in. Oh, and he's able to pick up the kill there on Serpent. Huge. That grenade coming in. Not able to do any damage to Impressive, but it doesn't matter because Akeem is pushed up enough to catch him off guard. It's 5-2 Crossfire as we're taking the lead by 3. Scoreboard popping up. Serpent going 1-7. In map number 2, he was one of the best players coming in for his team. Now he is at the bottom of the scoreboard. That ping definitely not helping him out. This is why it was so important for Xylo to keep Crossfire below that 8-round mark. They were not able to do it, and now you're having to play on this map, longer range map, with some ping variations that are not very pleasant. 4v4 here on the body count board, but Rue is lower on HP, so I guess maybe we make that a 4 and 3.5. Minute 20 on the clock, and the bomb is hanging out here towards mid. It's beginning to loop, back around here towards B. And Crossfire knows. They know what they're doing. The only difference here compared to last round is they got an extra man, and it's Crossfire. I don't know if Crossfire is aware of this. This player coming up here, it's XCR, but no, XC, incredible 2K with the AUG in his hand, doubling up and also finding the headshot on Impressive right there towards the end. Xylo is about to be down by 4 as we move into round number 9. It's up to Serpent to clutch this 2v1. 40 seconds on the clock. He knows he's got to move. Time is not on his side. Bomb is just laying down here. So as soon as he picks his bomb up, he's going to have 2 coalition players swarming him. Will Xe stay inside? Ooh, no, we can't even get there. God is just going to find a headshot on him. And there it is. 4-round lead in favor of Crossfire right now. It's 6-2.
Yeah, fortunately, Xylo is still able to buy up. So at least they are set as far as going into this round. Again, not much utility to work with, and considering, I mean, there's not a sniper on the set of Crossfire, so at least it's not that bad. But yeah, the lack of utility is going to give them a bit of a difficult time going for a straight up execute. Now, they are kind of playing slower, so maybe they don't need as much. I keep taking an aggressive angle over to the level. He's going to get dropped. But no, the refrag comes out. We're down to a 3 versus 2 now. All these players on the side of Crossfire are getting dropped. So many breach-sided picks happening. Xe's the last one alive in a 1 versus 4. We see a player pushed up here over towards lower cat. He might be able to catch Xe off guard. I don't know. Do they know of his positioning right now? He's going to get dropped by Democracy there. Xylo picking up another vital round. I mean, Crossfire, we know that they like to get a little aggressive. They're feeling confident right now. But on the Coalition side, not really needed. Again, I mean, they still have plenty of comfort room to work with. They are playing on their own server. But that over-aggressive play definitely, I guess you could say, caused them their demise on that round. And now Crossfire's to eco because they lost that round. The bomb is over towards B on the side of Xylo, and they still have plenty of time to work with. It seems Crossfire have stacked heavier over towards A. Democracy gonna get tagged, and that's the gun down. They're gonna be able to secure that. Oh, and they try to go for the flank. Xe gets caught with his knife out. But Hakim has secured an SG and is able to get away with it. Now, maybe he'll just try and go for a save because Xylo does have the plan. No, he picks off Serpent there. Nice little aggressive angle. Hakim with a 2K for this round. Now, Rue in on the flank. Gonna tag that player. That's some vital damage. I mean, I don't know. Does Hakim go for this? He spots that player peeking out towards T-square. Shots fired. He's gonna run into Cafe now, though. But he's gonna have to deal with Impressive holding the angle. And no, Impressive's gonna win that gunfight nice and easily. And Xylo making it 6-4 now. I mean, potentially could tie it on the flip, but I think it's unlikely.
Knock on wood there for that prediction. Xylo trying to bring it back here. They're trailing by 2 currently. 2 rounds left in the half before we go into the flip. Xylo will have the coalition side on the flip being that a little extra advantage, and really Xylo needs any advantage they can get right now. Any advantage they can get. Whether it's a couple extra grenades, slightly better weapon, whatever the case may be, they need it. now, opening up two
Oh my
players already
gosh,
dropped
what
here.
is that pick? And
And
Democracy's
Xylo,
pushed up. They're just everywhere. I mean,
they went ahead. They've stuck to their plan. They've continued working it, and it has paid off for them. Xylo has closed the gap. Crossfire has created only to 1 now.
yeah, huge round by Democracy there. I think he just got super aggressive towards Upper Cat or some, I don't know where he pushed, but he got super aggressive somewhere and got behind all of them. He was able to find huge impact. Now Crossfire, they're on this final round. They're kind of poor again. We do see the shotguns coming out. I don't know if they'll have much impact or not. The question is, where will they go into play? It seems both of them actually on B, so that's going to be interesting. They're just going to double up inside Cafe and lock it down. So Xylo Contessa, it'll be kind of interesting. Hakeem playing aggressive elbow once again. He is able to find Serpent with an opening pick. God's pushing Lower Cat as well. But Hakeem fighting another one. God's able to respond with a pick of his own. We're now down to a 2 versus 3. I mean, Xylo could potentially lose this round. Yeah, Hakeem, 3k for this round. Now Twirl is pushing up with the Super 90. He's going to drop XZR. Crossfire picking up that final round before the flip, shutting down the momentum that Xylo was picking up. Definitely a much better performance by Xylo than I was expecting, though. I mean, 5 rounds on Breach side. If you can do a decent job defending this, I guess this could be anyone's game. I don't want to say anything yet. But especially we start to see a sniper being pulled out. I don't think Xylo have whipped out the sniper yet. It's only been Twirl on the side of Crossfire. So if we see a sniper come out on his side, it'll be very interesting. Look at this stack. This is so cheeky from Xylo. They're going to stack in this back corner. I wonder if Crossfire full clears it or not. Right now, it seems they're just going to plant that bomb, and all these players are hiding in this corner, ready to pounce, and now they're going to peek out and spot all these Crossfire players, but no, they're going to get dropped so quickly. Serpent comes in, able to find one before he gets dropped. Crossfire took that pistol round pretty easily, though.
Big round from Crossfire. They should be able to take their lead up to 4, potentially 5 here, depending on exactly how the dominoes fall here. First Vector being pulled out by Xe. It's an unconventional weapon to see really in any of these maps. You don't see it a lot, especially here on this one. Oh, it's just an absolute slaughterhouse right now in favor of Team Crossfire. XDR's last player alive, trying to do a little more damage, but he's not going to be able to as Twirl picks up the last 2. 4-round lead now.
Xylo kind of just got to force up. We see the Scar come out. Oh, actually, there we go. XZR with the Euratio. That is what I've been waiting to see. And now no armor for him. So kind of going to be a bit of a glass cannon with this Euratio here. I don't know if he'll be able to find much value. Holding this cross, I wonder if he'll pick off this player or not. Oh, he's going to turn, but he's still going to find a little value, but Rue just comes in with a spray. And again, I mean, the glass cannon effect, he just gets dropped so quickly by a pre-fire. Probably weren't even trying to shoot at him. They just lined up a bit there. And Hakeem is getting aggressive, but Serpent with a nice headshot from the M4, but he is in a 1v3 scenario. Probably not winning this one. Now he's going to spot that player peeking, and Gods is going to ultimately pick up that kill. Crossfire making it 10-5. The sniper, definitely an expensive investment. Considering there was no armor there, kind of just got caught off guard, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think they were expecting that hard of a push coming down B long so quickly, and Rue just surprising them coming around the corner. After the first player, after his teammate had been dropped, he's just like, yeah, I'm going to take the chance. It ended up paying off for them. There it is, 10-5. They were able to do it. They've taken their lead up by 5 here, and they're going to try to press it to 6. Democracy can catch these players off guard. He's able to find 2, but then quickly dropped. Hakeem doubles up with his SG. It's now 3 versus 3.
Oh,
Look at how they find these players.
No
Serpent
way.
redeeming himself. Gonna strike at the heel of Twirl, and finally able to pick up a kill. He hasn't gotten a kill in a while. Yeah, there's a second one to his name right here, and this could be the first round going in favor of Xylo since the flip.
They might line up though, Hakeem. That's an ace, by the way. Oh my goodness. I was just about to say that it's possible they line up and double swing him. Hakeem, that was an ace, was it not? I believe Hakeem just aced to give Crossfire that round. Huge performance by him that round. Oh my goodness. those players, they just double swung that cafe, they lined up. You got to be careful when you're Xylo on that side. I mean, you can't be doing that.
At this point, what do you do on the side of Silo? You got to start winning a lot, and Hakeem is just absolutely on fire right now. God is going to put down rooms right after he finished off Hakeem, and now the body count for it is in favor of Crossfire, and that bomb is being planted once again. Crossfire is so quick on getting to those bomb sites and getting that bomb planted. Not only does that switch the roll up and force the coalition to come to you, but it also is extra cash each and every round. And now it's match point here, and it seems it's going to be 13-5 is going to be the final score here.
Yeah, very likely. I mean, not much money on the side of Xylo. They can force some good ARs, but overall, I mean, it could be safe to say GG. I highly doubt Xylo wins this one out. And again, this is single elimination, so at this point, Xylo are most likely knocked out, the first team to get officially knocked out of Worlds. Couple picks coming in. I guess Xylo not out for the count, just quiet. Exi are able to find one there. It's down to a 2 versus 2. Rooms and Cafe able to find some value. Nice pick onto Gods. Rue is the last one alive over towards Cafe. Some shots coming out. A lot of pre-firing happening. No ammo though, and he's gonna throw a little frag out of pure desperation, I suppose. Able to find, getting aggressive there. Not what you need from Silo right now to be taking an aggressive approach. And now Rooms has to be paranoid about more angles because he's in a 1 versus 1. Definitely an undisciplined plane by Xylo there. This could be winnable by Runo. Again, he doesn't have much HP. I believe Rooms is 2-shot, Rue is 1-shot. But, I mean, maybe he just doesn't know that Rooms is here. He's kind of paranoid about B long right now. And yeah, Rooms is going to win that gunfight. Clutch is up the round for his team. I mean, Xylo just hanging by a thread right now. The question is, how long will they survive? I mean, if they can make it 10 to 12, then I'll say, okay, it's possible. But at this point, I don't know. I mean, Crossfire, they still have plenty of money to work with and not even have to take an eco or anything. Some of these players, actually, I guess, I don't know. Maybe they're, yeah, some of them are just going to eco.
Xylo definitely has a long walk up an icy covered hill here. But it's possible. They could be able to make it. Let's hope they brought their snowshoes. This would be one hell of a comeback if they're able to. Oh, man. Quarrel ending democracy right there very quickly. Wasn't expecting to see him in the corner. It's that scrappiness that really helps him. Serpent's been turning on just a little bit here. Oh, Rooms has made a big mistake. Rue is going to find him. Yeah, I was going to say, just hesitated for a second. Wait for that smoke to dissipate just a little bit. And then he dropped him. And there it is. 13-6. Xylo was able to hold on one extra round, but not to do anything else with it. Team Crossfire has won. Congratulations to them. That, I would say, is quite a big upset. I mean, again, 92% of points in favor of Team Xylo coming into this. 46% in the YouTube poll chat, on the poll chat, the YouTube poll chat. That's kind of a mouthful to say. The YouTube poll here in the comment section in the chat on the live stream. 33% in favor of Crossfire, and Crossfire has won. Congratulations to them. They will be moving on here in Worlds, and as you've already mentioned, Manthus, Xylo now has been eliminated from the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, overall, Crossfire, they were able to pull through. They won 2-1 in that best of 3. Great performance by them. They're going to move on to the final Asia versus Asia match. It'll be versus the winner of our next match that is coming up. Again, just a reminder for everyone, we're not over with this stream. We still have another best of 3 in store. It's going to happen soon. Again, we got to get these teams some time to get prepared and stuff. But overall, the stream is not over. We still have another best of 3. I do believe the next teams that are playing on the side of Asia are going to be Legacy and Saints. So that's going to be our next game coming up shortly. Again, we do have some stuff to talk about, pre-match stuff and whatnot, but that is our next match that's happening after right now.
Yep, you can see here on the bracket, Xylo now has been eliminated and Crossfire does advance. And again, we do have another series, a best of 3 series coming up after this. It's going to be Legacy Asia versus Saints. This should be a fun matchup. And speaking of fun, the Worlds Tournament is not the only thing that's going on here at the end of 2022. The Sniper Showdown is coming here towards the end of the year. This is the second Sniper Showdown tournament done by Mobile Esports. We haven't done one in several years. I think 2017 was the last time the Sniper Showdown tournament went on. And as the name suggests, it is going to be a snipers only tournament. It's going to be a lot of fun. Really looking forward to seeing what the teams can do in this. It's always fun to watch these teams battle back and forth with just snipers. I loved the first one, and I'm so glad they're bringing it back. More information will be released in the upcoming week. Make sure you're subscribed, you've rung the notification bell, and of course, you follow us on socials and you've joined the Discord. You know what both these teams need? Like, whoever are all these teams competing, both these teams are competing today, and all the teams competing in the Sniper Showdown, it's G Fuel. You need some G Fuel. You need that extra energy. And right now, you can use code Esports Mobile at checkout to get 20 to 30% off. That's right, 20 to 30% off. The standard code Esports Mobile applies. It's just a 20% flat across all products. But there are certain products that you can go ahead and purchase that will get you that extra 10% off, which will take for a total of 30% off in cart. Whatever the case may be, whether you're trying G Fuel for the first time, maybe you're getting it for the upcoming tournament match or the Sniper Showdown tournament because you're going to be competing, or maybe you're just going to be watching it and want something good to drink while you're watching, or you're going to be giving it as a gift this holiday season. Whatever the case may be, Code Esports Mobile has you covered at checkout with 30% off on certain products and a flat 20% off on everything else. Again, it's Code Esports Mobile at checkout, 20% off all products, and depending on the item, you can get an extra 10% for a total of 30% off your purchase. Once again, you get the amazing product that is G Fuel for a little cheaper, as well as help us out at Mobile Esports, which we do greatly appreciate. Folks, with all of that being said, I think we're going to go hop into the replays before we go into the break time here. Or actually, I take that back. I think we're going into the break time, and then we will do the replays. We'll see you on the flip side, and we'll be looking at the replays for map number 3 as we prepare for map number 1 in this second series between Saints versus Legacy Asia. Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back. We're going to go over the replays from map number 3 here from the first best of 3 series in just a moment. The upcoming match is Legacy Asia versus Team Saints. This should be an exciting matchup. We'll be posting the YouTube poll here in just a little while, so you can go ahead and make your voices heard there. Before we hop into the replays, we're going to take a look at the matchup here, Legacy Asia and Saints. Here's your stats for Legacy Asia. Mantis, go ahead and introduce this team.
Yeah, so Legacy Asia, again, they're kind of, I guess, a new force we saw in Circuit. They're kind of, I guess people like to call them the young All-Stars, right? I mean, they don't have much presence previously. They're kind of a newer lineup, I guess you could say. Again, their ratings are not too bad. Some of them still in that negative area, which, again, I mean, we did see that with Crossfire last time, and they still ended up pulling through. But definitely less experience on the overall maps played and stuff. I mean, you can see a lot of these players are below 20. Only a couple of them are over 20 maps played. So definitely less experience. We can also go ahead and take a look at their previous tournament standings, just so you guys can get an idea of how they've placed in the past. So yeah, again, Circuit Season 4, not really, a major force or anything. I mean, 14th place in main 1 and 2. That's pretty much like bare bones at the bottom of the bracket, so not too much that Legacy Asia was able to do. Embers of Victory Season 2, they did not even compete, it seems. And then in Circuit Season 5, that's where they really came alive and I guess threw off a lot of people. Main 1 and Main 2, they had 5th and 6th place respectively. And then in the final tournament, they actually were a huge, force. They kind of threw everyone off and they somehow managed to get 2nd place. I think most people expect them to get eliminated and they really came alive and just sort of popped off in the end there. So Legacy definitely, I guess, they're a newer force in the Asia scene that have been popping off recently. Now, on the other hand, we have Saints, their opponents. Just looking at their raw statistics, we can definitely say that they're a lot more experienced when it comes to their maps won and their ratings. Everyone above 1.0, which is definitely a good sign as far as their overall rating. Again, the maps played are much higher too. We saw most players were below 20 maps on the side of Legacy. You look at Saints over here, pretty much everyone is like 40 or above, only a couple players below 40, and their win-loss ratios are insane as well. So Saints definitely have the better statistics. Again, when we looked at statistics last time, it was so favored for Xylo, and then they ended up losing. So statistics don't mean everything, but we can also see their previous standings. Again, Saints main 1 and 2 for Circus Season 4, fifth place in the finals. They did do second, and was a victory of made it to the semis. And then Circus Season 5, they placed third ultimately in the finals. Now that is kind of the upset I was talking about. They have, I believe, played versus Legacy in that Circuit Season 5, and they ended up losing to them and had to go down to third place. So again, Legacy, not much previous sets to back them up, but recently they have kind of been popping off and I guess performing better. So this could go either way, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm very excited for this matchup. I think it'll be really, really phenomenal. Both these teams, again, you said like you said, Legacy Asia, newer team, not as much experience compared to like Saints, but they've been popping off recently, and they've been showing that they can play the big dogs, and they want to. And I'm looking forward to seeing again the matchup, kind of like what we saw with this one, Crossfire versus Xylo, where Xylo had a little more stats, a little bit more stuff to back it up, but Crossfire came into scrappy underdogs and proved that they could hang with the big boys, even though there was a weight difference between them. What do you think of map number 3?
I mean, I guess Crossfire put up somewhat of a fight on the coalition side. I mean, they kind of got rolled on the flip. I believe, what was the score? Wasn't it like 5-7 or something in favor of
On the flip,
I
yeah,
believe it was
map number
5
3,
to
yeah.
7, and then it just ended up being 13-5 by the end. So I mean, Crossfire, they're able to. I'm sorry, Xylo were able to do some stuff on the breach side. I guess having that breach side to your advantages was a bit. It helped them out, I guess you could say, to get some rounds because they had more versatility, and especially when you're attacking, you can direct your. It's sort of like it's easier to attack when you're grouped up as a team versus defending when you're spread out more and you don't have that ping advantage. It's definitely harder to get like multi kills and stuff when you're defending. So they had a much harder time defending. Um, and then that, in addition to the fact that Crossfire like to get aggressive sometimes, it just kind of ultimately lets their demise. Again, not much you can do when you're not playing on your own server. So, I mean, you gotta respect the effort at least.
Yep, you do. It definitely, it was hard not playing on their own server, but ultimately, again, I keep using the word scrappy to describe Crossfire. That's what you saw. They were able to bring out, if they needed a Super 90, they didn't care. There was no shame. Nobody blushed. They just pulled it out and they used what they had to. Pull out a Scar, yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Do a little nade stacking, I'll do it. I don't care. We got to do what we got to do to win. And again, being able to switch up the momentum and the pace like that in the rounds, like you said, from going to playing aggressive to a little more passively, and also having that ping advantage just really helped Crossfire go ahead and take the W.
Yeah, I mean, again, I honestly feel like their demise on the side of SX Xylo just came from the fact that they gave up too many rounds on Plaza, right? I mean, you give up 5 rounds on each half. That's not what you need to see when you're playing on your own server. They definitely let Crossfire get a little too comfortable, and like honestly, I know it kind of sucks when you have to look at the server as a determining factor, but like ultimately Xylo let the server. The servers will cause them to lose, and they kind of threw it away there, I guess, on Plaza. They were kind of not really turned on, I guess you could say. They were asleep, I guess, behind the wheel. Not really too much happening.
Yeah, I do. I do. I mean, I would definitely say the servers came into play, but I just see Crossfire being the better team. Really, I mean, at least today. Maybe Xylo was having a bad day. We all have bad days, individually and as teams. I get it, it happens. But from map 1, where Crossfire had the server advantage, and you go into map number 2, they almost won map number 2.
I
They
know, and that's the
almost won.
thing.
It was like even with the server disadvantage, Crossfire came in and played phenomenally well. I mean, if a couple little things had been changed, we wouldn't even gone to map number 3. We would have already been finished up and talking about map number 1 here of the Saints versus Legacy Asia matchup on Raid, which is just about to start now. I believe the 9th round is underway as we speak. So again, I just think Crossfire overall was the better team, at least today. You look at stats and whatnot, and you can say, okay, I think overall Xylo is the better team with the experience they have. But as of starting today, yeah, Crossfire just better. Well, all being said, though, we're underway here. The 9th round has started. Reborn's the first to stab. There's Vio with the meat cleaver, and Erie is going to go ahead and finish off Vio here. The teams will be deciding which side they want to start out on here. And we'll be underway with map number 1 here of this best of 3 series.
Interesting to see who picks what side. Again, I don't think we'll have as much of a server sort of deal happening with this matchup, but um, so it should be a bit more interesting. It's not as lopsided when you're looking at the matchup here. But we are heading into this pistol round right now, and we'll have to see what's planned here. Again, a couple of deagles being bought. That's interesting to see on the side of Saints. I mean, usually, Raid is not the kind of map where you expect to see the Deagles come into play much because there's a lot of close-up encounters happening. So it makes you wonder where are they going to ultimately choose to commit. If they go for B, the Deagles will be a very interesting buy, right? Because they'll be very weak to those P250s, or I guess those XD45s on the side of Legacy. Now, most of those players have bow armor and are playing these close-up angles, so they should have an easier time retaking, I believe. Looks like they're sending 4 over towards B long, with the bomb heaven ultimately going to drop it to his teammates. And yeah, Saint's going to be getting that bomb plan, at least securing some money for this round. We have a nice little retake coming in on the side of Legacy here. Looks like Vio's flanking with that rev, but he's going to get dropped by Axis immediately. First pick to open it up, but Legacy are taking sight by storm. They're able to open up onto Airy there, but a couple of these Heaven players finding picks respectively. It's a 2 versus 3 now, and they have to deal with that one player flanking B long as well. He might be able to catch him off guard. Yeah, not much he can do. I guess the Deagles are going to work out on the side of Saints. They were able to get out of sight. Legacy, their setup was a little interesting. I mean, you give Saints, they sent 4B long, right? And then you give them that much room to back up and rotate all the way around back to Heaven after planning. They took a little too long on that retake, and because of that, it went from 1 Heaven to like 3 Heaven. So there's not much you can do in that situation.
Yeah, agreed. Because of that, Saints winning the pistol round. They should be able to take this next round coming up.
A lot of chip damage coming out, but overall the tags are huge. I mean, we saw that headshot in the beginning. Oh, I think we saw another tag there from some, and now this could be you with the shotgun here trying to find some value. Maybe a little chip damage done, but not finding a kill just quite yet. And now that player jumping on top of the box. There's so many aggressive peeks happening here. Legion is going to get tagged before finding that kill. And yeah, the round is over. Saints make it 2-0.
Scar H being pulled out by Quills. I'm really enjoying seeing the Scar come into play. It just adds a whole new dimension to the way these matches are played. Also, Shotgun being pulled up by Vio. That should also add some spice to this round number 3. Oh, Vio playing mid is going to quickly taken down by Reward. I thought he might get a cheeky play with that shotgun, but they're going to prevent that from happening. Will sighted down, about to catch Axis off guard. Man, look at that headshot coming in. That is such a hard gun to go against.
Yeah, I mean, holding an angle with a Scar, there's not much you can do. If you have the raw gun skill, or the raw aim at least, it's so nice to ADS on those angles, right? Just a very nice thing that you can have from the Scar, that ability to ADS and hold an angle. So yeah, it's very nice to see these scope dares coming into play finally after so many years in critical ops. Now I think maybe Saints are going to go for an A push. It seems they're rotating through spawn. I mean, they are in a 4v2 right now. They do kind of have to play together here. And it seems the bomb is making its way towards A. Oh, Airy able to get that pick onto B, and now they're going to rotate off of that. I think maybe, yeah, it's causing a bit of a rotation, but they still have some anchoring on the side here. He's holding gravel, though. I don't know if they're going to expect Legion to be coming in from behind. Oh my goodness, this could be the outplay here. I mean, Legion, yeah, he sees the barrel of the gun. Airy's going to get dropped, but he's done a good job selling the fake. Legion has secured the bomb plant. Maybe going to get aggressive. I don't know. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and swing tunnels, but it's not going to work out for him. They're already there waiting for him. If he was just a little quicker, then he could have had that play potentially. But Legacy are going to pick up their first round of this match.
Ain't still able to get that bomb planted. They'll give them a little extra cash as they move into round number 4. Round number 4 underway, and Vio is the first to open it up, trying to go for the second, but he's not able to do it. He's going to go ahead and back on out of there. Quills once again rocking that Scar. The Coalition right now have everything nice and locked down. Saints opted to go for an eco here. 3 players with the Deagles in hand. We'll see if they're able to pick up a kill or 2, which would make their eco very successful. Taking their time as they move through mid. This isn't a play I've seen much recently on this map. Teams don't usually do this strat much anymore, but well, maybe they're not. I thought they might try to push through, but they're not. Axis about to begin a world of hurt here. Oh, he's still gonna try to challenge. Man, I would have just ran. I don't know actually what I would have done. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not a competitive player. It's like you hear that Scar coming, it's like, okay, you got that feeling in your gut. I just need to get out of there. There is no way I'm gonna win that gunfight.
I tell you what though, I want to see Reborn find some value with this shotgun here. I don't know if anyone will contest him or not. Oh yeah, he hears. Oh, okay, yes. He's gonna find the kill. Oh my goodness.
Man,
and now he's so potentially recovered a gun as well.
He has to be so careful coming around that corner though. Oh, Vio finding Eerie.
Okay, Reborn able to pick up that player though.
It's just Surge looking picking these players off. Vio right here missing a huge shot, but he doesn't care. Just pistol flip you, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be Legacy tying that up. I thought Vio was about to lose that gunfight, but he ultimately ended up winning it with the XD45, which I was not expecting. But yeah, Legacy tying it up. Again, Raid is one of the only maps where it's way more lopsided. I mean, I guess recently sides have been changing a lot as far as how sided a map is, but definitely Raid has been more breach-sided in the past. So it's kind of interesting to see like what is considered a good half here. Overall though, some opening picks coming out from Legacy here. Area able to open up after Legacy opens up with the first pick, and now the bomb is going down. Legion planting. Surge is able to find a kill. And now it's going to be you with the Scar trying to find some value over, but there's so many smokes on site. He's able to, oh no, not dropping Legion. Legion with a double. Vio going to come in with a sniper though, but Surge is pushing the smoke and dropping him. Not going to pick, oh, actually he is going to pick up the sniper. Chooses to go for it at the last second. Should be interesting to see if the sniper comes into play at all on this round or not.
I guess he'd pull the sniper trying to deal with Quills there. Be long. I'm looking to see where Axis is out on the map. Yeah, he's just watching mid right now.
It's interesting though, like, mid is a nice place to hold with a sniper, but no one contests it much anymore ever since that wallbang became a thing. And now teams are afraid to swing mid quickly. Again, the wallbang is usually more favored on Coalition side because you can deny a fast tunnels push by wallbanging a lot if you know the right lineup. So mid usually not contested as often anymore just because of that. Oh, Legion finding some wallbang spam. Speaking of wallbangs, able to take out you there on the site. Man, that is a nasty wallbang by Legion to open up that B site and expose the defense on Legacy, and they're gonna be able to take A site now because they're over rotating. They're kind of grouping up towards tunnels together. They still think it's B. They don't even know the bomb has made its way to A site. Now these tunnels do make for a quick rotation play, but on the downside, you have that low ground. You don't have the high ground when you're retaking from tunnels, and it's just so tough to win anything out there when you're pushing for the tunnels because it's just a little like, I mean, it's a tunnel. How else can you say it? Like everyone is just, you're kind of just trapped there in that little alleyway and everyone is holding it. Look at Reborn jumping there. Legion is going to find another refrag as well. But yeah, Saints starting off super strong there on that round.
Axis able to hold on to that sniper rifle, but didn't find anybody with it. We'll see if anything happens here in round number 7. Maybe pick somebody off mid. 3 shotguns being pulled out here by the side of Legacy Asia. It's 3 FP6s. Should have at least 1 at each bomb site. Maybe 1 playing down in tunnels. Oh yeah, there it is. Sumere. Or Sumere. I think I'm going to kill there on Reborn. Multiple shots going back and forth there. They're trying to pick up an extra kill. They don't realize this player has gone on top of bomb site. Eerie getting a big kill there on Sayo. And then Vio is going to go ahead and put down Super Ray.
Bomb has been
Eugene in the
planted.
kill feed, traded out by Legion. And the last player after live here is Quills with a shotgun and pistol to work with. We'll see what he can do going against this sniper rifle and 2 SGs.
I guess Quills is going for this, but yeah, you can't do much when they're holding that high angle on you.
Breach wins.
Actually, somehow manages to get one there on Legion, but Airy is quick with the refrag. But yeah, Saints having a really good start. Again, considering it's a raid, I don't want to say anything like, oh, they're on the breach side, they're doing great, because this map has been breach sided in the past. Again, it kind of depends. I think this is one of those maps where you can't really decide which side it is. It depends a lot on how you play on the coalition side, because it kind of depends if you like to play towards spawn or you like to play towards events. There's just a lot more aisles to take control of on the map, and it just depends on how you cover them.
Haven't seen any Scar action recently. See ratio on each side, Axis and Via respectively. Ooh, there's that sniper coming in. Quills is going to get dropped.
Oh
Eugene
my
in a difficult
God.
spot. Legion dropping down right on top of him. They're working on taking this bomb site. Reborn going to get on the hands of that sniper rifle.
No way.
Whoa.
Oh
I saw it come out at the
no.
last second. And Sumire is the last player alive here. Once that smoke dissipates, there's going to be a big surprise. I don't think they realize how close both these players are to each other. Yeah, here it goes. It's beginning to fade. You're about to hear bang, bang, bang here. Don't look away. But Sumire was turning. Oh, Axis with the no-scope. The disrespect coming in round number 8 right there. A knife kill and the no-scope. Almost like he knew he was there. He was just waiting for the smoke to disappear so he can go ahead and take that shot. Saints is now leading 6-2.
We saw Vio just jump over Axis and that smoke, and he knew it. The second he heard the jump, he's like, all right, it's my time to get a free knife kill here. I mean, it's free money. Look at his cash right now. I mean, 10,800. Saints definitely looking very good on the money department. I think it's going to be a hard A execute from Saints now. Silo trying to hold this angle on top of the box, but he might get spammed out a lot. Actually, no, he's able to pick up one. Silo doubling up. Wait, make it a third. Hang on, Silo is not out for the count yet. I thought he was about to get dropped, but he's able to find 3 this round. And now his Saints are looking to try and maybe win this round, but I think Legacy will pick it up, finally get around after a while. Oh my, what is that wallbang from Surge? Hello? Okay, Eugene comes in with a refrag. And Axis is going to get spotted now with the sniper. He's able to pick off Vio. Now it is a 1 vs 3, and Legacy, will they push? I don't think they will. They know he has a sniper. They don't want to get too over-aggressive.
Most players that pull out the ratio on the breach side, I'm like, is that really the best decision? Axis though has just been dominating with it.
Yeah, and my favorite kind of sniper player is the one who can buy it on breach side and who can take, if you're placed smart enough with it, you can peek angles and you can actually take like aggressive angles. Like for example, this angle Sumer is holding, he could just take him off this angle if he plays right.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
oh my God, what is that? And the wallbang.
Bang too.
Oh my gosh.
No
Oh, I
way.
thought he was gonna find the wallbang there. I mean, yeah, that is the kind of sniper I like to see. He picks up the SG. He knows it's doable now. I mean, he got the tag. All these players are lined up as well. He's going for some wallbang stand, but no, Eugene with the scar. Oh my gosh, if he won that out, I'm telling you. Wow. I mean, I think we're gonna see some. We're gonna see some amazing. Yeah, we're gonna see some amazing sniper play from Axis this game. I can already tell. I mean,
Yeah, no, that's again, most players, most of the time they pull it on the breach side. And it's like, okay, this just, you shouldn't be doing this. But Access, yeah, I think you earn the right to do that 100%. Legacy Asia still able to win that round, but Access might start living rent-free in these players' minds if they're not careful. Ooh, Sumire gonna win that big, crucial gunfight versus Surge down there in the vents. That goes ahead and gives them control.
Oh.
Look, they just walked right past
No
each
way.
other. Broken the chaos on this map.
they have no idea.
Oh, man, look at this Scar setup. Takes his time. He just fires quickly and drops, and Reborn quickly eliminates Via, getting the refrag. Quill's also having the Scar in hand. Comes in with a drop shot, gonna pop the reload as he's low on ammo. and Sayo here should be able to put down Eerie without too many difficulties. Axis now the last player after live. I would say he could win this if he had a sniper in his hand, but
Oh my
maybe it
gosh,
doesn't
wait.
even matter. This man is absolutely nuts. You can't be lining up like that.
The smoke comes out though. I don't know if he wins this one out. I mean, oh, Axis is trying to read
He's calling the bluff. He's calling the bluff.
it.
Axis is like, yeah, you're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. He's calling it. Incredible play. Oh my gosh. Quill's blowing that skeet out of the air right there. And he's got enough time to go ahead and defuse the bomb.
I mean, it was a nice play. He called the bluff. He's like, okay, I have this smoke here. I need to just try and wait it out if possible. But ultimately, it just wasn't dropping, so he had to make a move there just in case, you know. Sometimes you got to be a little paranoid. What if they're sticking it? So, not much you can do in that situation. Saints going with a bit of a shotgun buy here. I think we're going to see some tunnels presence from them, potentially. Vio going to be peeking it, though. He's going to open up onto Reborn. I think that was a collat as well. Surge is low from that. He's going to double up, looking to still find more. Oh my god, there's two players pushing up. Oh, yeah.
Saw him. Oh, he didn't see Surge. Never mind. No way. What?
What a flick. Oh my gosh. Vio is not out for the count yet. He's gotten 3. Quill's going to drop Axis. Aries the last one alive now over towards Heaven. I don't know. I mean, Aries definitely not clutching this one out, but how is B-side clear now? It's just because they have the bomb, I guess. So they've just all pushed up past it. I don't think they'll expect Aries to be right here. They think he's in Heaven. They don't know he's already dropped. He might be able to catch one off guard. I mean, look at this. They're all pushing Heaven right now. He could come up behind them. He hears them, surely. Yeah, oh, the knife? No! Subiri's just swinging the knife, and Aries walks right into him. Oh my goodness. This is the most chaotic match we've seen today. And now Axe is pulling out the sniper.
Yeah, there's a chaotic and some amazing showcases of skill. Axis and Via, respectively, with that U ratio. Wow. Eugene bringing the Scar back, and I think Quills has also pulled the Scar out here for Legacy Asia. They want to tie this up going into the flip.
Oh my gosh. What? 1 HP. No way. That wallbang
Was he in Coalition spawn?
Yeah, that's the wallbang I'm talking about. That's why people don't contest mid anymore. Oh my gosh, I mean, that's huge value right there. Axe is down to 1 HP. Your sniper is basically out for the count. I mean, he gets breathed on just a little bit by a stray shot and he's dead. Quill's able to find 1, able to make it 2 as well. Axe still finding a little value though with that U ratio. He is gonna find a pick there. I'd say 2 versus 3, but if they can find Axes, it's easily a 2 versus 2. I mean, he has no HP at all. Literally breathed on by 1 wallbang or anything and he's dead. And now Salo's coming in for this B-long flank. Yeah, Axis gets dropped, and now he's going to try and contest Heaven. But no, Sumiri is going to get dropped by Aries. Silo pushing Heaven here, and this player's holding it. But no, Surge is actually not going to win that gunfight. Now Silo coming into sight. Flash comes out. Oh, and Aries is playing over towards B-long. And Silo going to tap it here. Aries is reading the tap, and he's going to run in. But no, he's still going to win the gunfight anyway. Saints picking up that run. I thought it would go in favor of Legacy, but it does not. Wow.
Man, that first half. Yeah, truly phenomenal right there. I'm curious to see what the YouTube chat thinks right now. 62% in favor of Saints, 38% in favor of Team Legacy Asia. Saints is a favorite team coming into this. And definitely, like, when you look at their stats compared to Team Legacy Asia, Raid is one of their best maps. Played it a total of 15 times. They've won 10, lost 5. When you go look at Legacy Asia, they've played a total of 10 times. Excuse me, they played a total of 4 times, 2 losses, 2 wins.
Yeah, and again, the buys are interesting. This time we are seeing, once again, all XDs on the side of Saints. Now, not all of them have armor, because it seems Aerie chose to buy some utility and drop it to Surge. So Surge is rocking armor and a flash and a smoke for the retake. Maybe they'll try and go for a ninja defuse. Like, honestly, that's why I would buy this World Cup this around. Try and go for a cheeky defuse. Surge going in for a flash now. Axe is able to find 1 pick, but the bomb is going down. And yeah, Surge is alive. Yeah, Vio's the last one alive, but he's gonna get dropped so swiftly. The smoke doesn't even need to come into play here. They try and smoke side, but it doesn't matter. Saints winning that retake swiftly, making it 8-5. And if they can win this buy round, it's going to be 9-5, which definitely is not a good look for Legacy right now. Taking a look at this scoreboard here, we can see Silo popping off quite a bit on the side of Legacy. Axis has been performing very well. Additionally, at least with that sniper, I'm excited to see him use it again. Legacy going for hard A push here. Legion could find some huge value here, potentially able to find one, but Vio with a quick refrag. But now this spawn is not even being smoked, and because of that, it's going to be so tough for Legacy to hold this. I mean, they have to deal with the assault rifles coming in on this retake. And you don't have a smoke for this cross. I mean, what do you do in this situation? Surge able to drop quills, and Saints have no problem pushing this. I mean, it is a 3v3. Maybe they could do it. The flashes are coming out, and they're trying to take sight by storm. Airy able to drop a Vio with the revolver, though, finding some value. Silo, the last one alive. Oh, no ammo. Okay, I thought maybe we were going to see a kill there, but no. Legacy ultimately going to lose
backup.
that.
Yeah, thankfully had some backup, and there's the bomb defused. Saints now leading by 4 here. First half, Legacy Asia didn't turn it on right until the basically the middle part towards the end of the first half. Might happen here as well, but you can't let Saints get too many more points on the board, or it's basically all she wrote here for map number 1. Saints will be leading in this best of 3 series 1-0. You need to start turning it up just a little bit on the side of Legacy Asia. Sniper rifle has been pulled out by them, as well as the Scar and Hands of Quills. Axis is the first to strike, finding Sayo. Warren working here. Oh my gosh, doubles up through the smoke, grabs the headshot. Here's this Scar. Oh man, it's so mean. It is so mean. It is such a difficult weapon to compete against. I love the more scoped weapons. It just adds extra spice and variety to the way these teams can now play, the angles they can hold, and the plays they have to work with. Like, you need to get that smoke grenade up top there. Oh, wow. Eerie played that phenomenally well. The experience, right? He had a good feeling that as soon as that smoke went up, it would give Quills a little bit of confidence to peek over, and he just punished him for it. Last play after live here is Vio. We'll see if he can go ahead and pull an access and eliminate these last 3 players here. I don't know if he's going to try. Might just decide to go ahead and try to save this sniper rifle. He's looking to see if he can pick up a potential frag, but if he does, they're going to instantly know where he's at and come for him.
Yeah, I mean, right now they probably don't want Vio to save the sniper. I mean, he's been putting in the work with it, I'll say, but he's getting aggressive. No way he goes for this, right? I mean, he's contesting side. He's gonna spot Legion now. The call is there. They've heard the sniper shot, and they're all just peeking him one by one. The jiggle peeks are insane. Saints with the teamwork to take out that sniper, and now they're gonna secure it, and that should go in the hands of Axis potentially. I mean, I think they're ready. Yeah, Axis is saying, "Give me that sniper. I'm about to peek mid with it." I can tell it's happening right now. Yeah, he's gonna drop his teammate a gun, and I really want to see a mid peek with the sniper. Come on, do it for the stream. Oh, he's gonna go B long. I really thought he was gonna contest mid there, but it doesn't matter. They're not going mid anyways. Maybe you'll find some value over towards B long. Yeah. Oh my god, what a flick, dude! Axis is insane with the sniper. What is that shot? He doesn't even care, man. I really want to see Axis putting in the work this round. Oh, he's gonna get flashed out. What is going on? Somehow he's still alive. His teammate took the fall for him. Airy pushing in through the smoke there. He's able to find one. Almost gets a flick on the Quills, but not quite. Axis is still alive here. Surge spamming through the smoke a lot, but can't quite find the player. No. What is going on right now? Eugene is so low on HP. Vio alive as well, pushing over towards B long. And yeah, Axis with that sniper to clean it up.
It's 11-5 here, folks. It's almost over. It's almost all she wrote here for Legacy Asia. You need to do something as of right now here in the next round, round number 17, if you want a piece or chance at winning this round, or this map here. You guys start now at point 11. You start at match point, and it's a much harder hill to climb. It's like climbing Everest versus just your long driveway covered in ice. You need to have one mistake, one mess up you can make. They're quickly moving around here towards B. Only 2 players to contest over here on the B site for the Coalition, though. It's all 5 quickly moving towards and swarming the side on the Legacy Asia side. Axis is over here with a sniper rifle, and he could probably watch the whole site by himself with the way he's been performing.
Oh. They're going to rotate.
Decision. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, this position from Legacy is really interesting. I mean, they're pushed up so far in B long. I don't know if Surge is going to contest this or just keep sitting here over towards B long. He is going to jump peek. He doesn't care, though. He's going to jump peek around the corner and drop Sumire. That's an
Legion might
opening
hear these
pick.
players on top of him. Yeah, I think he did. He just heard them on top of him. He gave the call out. That failed. He's able to, like you did say, Legion was able to get that opening pick, but I think they know what's going on here. You can see
Yeah, they
players
gotta
coming
know.
to reinforce. Yeah, he heard him on top. The call out came in. That was big there underneath in tunnels. Legion knows they're coming. Oh, Eugene's going to
Eugene.
even the body count board. Oh, man, the Coalition are playing this so quietly right now. I think they want them to think they're not. Oh, man, if Ari had waited just one extra second, they quickly surprise him here. Doubles up. They're looking to see if there's another man back there. You know?
Yeah,
Eugene
but
is
look at
here.
this lurk. I mean, they're just so spread out. Like they had the right idea, but Saints just knew what they were doing, and so the lurk is not gonna work out, right? Because now you have two players in spawn who have an amazing lurk, but then the bomb is down. And so
Yep.
what do you do in that situation? Like, there's just not much you can do.
Yeah, I
Coalition
love the
wins.
strategy, but Legacy just ultimately not able to do anything. They weren't able to properly execute it. It's match one here for Team Saints. Sio was able to keep his gun and move into the next life with it. It's looking like it might be 13-5. Not a good situation to be in if you are at Legacy Asia here. It's I mean, I've seen comebacks crazier than this, but I just don't see the chutzpah in them to be able to do that. Frag grenade coming out here. It's going to soften these players up.
Ooh, so much utility being dumped towards Gravel. I think we'll have a bit of an AXQ. No, the bomb seems to be making its way back a bit. I think they're trying to slow it down. A lot of utility is being dumped right now. And the wallbang kills are just coming in. Surgeon Legion doubling
no.
up there, and he's still going. He's pushing through the smoke. He wants to try and go for that kill feed. There it is, the third. And Vio is the last one alive now. Legacy probably about to get knocked out of this first map. I mean, unless Vio can do the impossible here. But I think Saints is going to make it 13-5 in favor of them for map number 1.
Vio knows there's a player down there.
Coalition wins.
Oh,
Nice game,
Surge
wallbang,
just
okay.
yeah, phenomenal. Saints absolutely crushing Legacy Asia right there. 13-5. Look at Area 18-10, Legion 17-11, Access going 16-7. A nice 2 KD. That's the best one in the lobby. Legacy Asia taking the L here in map number 1 on Raid. Saints is leading this best of 3 series and going into the next map with a hell of a lot of momentum. You had to be feeling really well if your Team Saints coming into map number 2 after that. Legacy Asia, I think what's really important here, just already thinking about map number 2, is you got to be able to come in not demoralized. You do not need to be coming in upset and beating up on each other, even beating up on yourself. You need to keep a cool, level-headed, stay in the zone, and come in and perform in map number 2. You cannot allow what happened in map number 1 to affect the way you played. And I know it's easier said than done, but you have to be able to do at least like 90% of the way. Sure, maybe you can use a little bit of anger from your poor performance there, but that's all you can use. You start thinking about things and second guessing yourself, and it's going to be all she wrote in map number 2 very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, that map just ended so quickly. Again, we saw Axis finding so much value with the sniper there. And I think he's going to continue to carry that over towards map number 2. I mean, even on a map like Raid, where the sniper isn't usually super dominant, he was, again, it's just his playstyle. If you have that playstyle where you can get aggressive with a sniper and take peeks instead of just holding an angle, then you basically can rock a sniper on any map on any side. I know that it finds more value usually on those longer range maps, but if you're a player like Axis and you know how to use it right, then it doesn't matter what map you're on. You're rocking that U ratio and you are out there putting in the work.
Yeah, 100%. And he rocked the U ratio effectively on both sides too, on the Coalition and the Breach. Like I said, Raid isn't a map you necessarily expect to see that pulled out on. Agreed, especially on the Breach side. That's not a gun you typically think about the Breach pulling out. The Coalition, maybe you watch him be long or whatnot, or even maybe Breach peek and be long, but it's not something to be used consistently where Axis was able to pull out over and over and over again and get aggressive with it, hit the no scopes, grab the quick scopes, be able to move back and forth and just get super aggressive with it, and really caught Legacy Asia off guard. And I think we're definitely going to see that coming into map number 2, which I believe is going to be Canals. Yep, it is Canals. I just got the confirmation on that. So there's a map right there that is going to be huge for the sniper. Anyway, folks, with all that being said, we're preparing map number 2 here. Make sure you vote in the YouTube poll. Let us know who you think is going to take this, and we'll be right back after this quick break. Welcome back, everybody. Math number two is being prepared as we speak. Currently, in this best of three series right now, Saints is leading 1-0 over Legacy Asia. They had an incredibly commanding victory in math number one, 13-5. Legacy Asia looked a little asleep, a little low on energy. And I know how they can fix that. They can use code esports mobile at checkout to save 20% off any product at gfuel.com. And depending on the product they're picking up, they can also save an additional 10%. That's right. Check these deals out going on right now. You can save an extra 10% off by using that code esports mobile at checkout by picking up some of these amazing boosted items and featured sales. Whatever the case may be, you can go ahead and save some cash on the amazing product that is G Fuel, as well as helping us out here at Mobile Esports, which we do so greatly appreciate. And speaking of Mobile Esports, competing in the mobile arena and the esports side of things. The Sniper Showdown tournament. That's right. We're bringing it back. I think it's been 2017, at the end of 2017 since the last time we did a Sniper Showdown tournament. I think maybe it was 2018. Either way, it's been a couple minutes, man. It has been a couple minutes. I absolutely loved the first Sniper Showdown tournament. It was so much fun. And I'm looking forward to seeing Axis come into Sniper Showdown tournament now after seeing what I just saw. I think there's going to be some amazing plays coming up in this. We don't have any information to talk about it yet, other than it's coming in December here in the next month. So if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe, follow us on social media, ring the notification bell, turn notifications on, all that good stuff, because we'll be releasing more information on that in the coming week. All right, here we go. I think we have some replays popping up. We'll go over map number 1. We're almost ready to hop on into map number 2, which is fantastic. But let's talk about map number 1. Mantis, what'd you think?
I mean, overall, we start off on a raid, right? Which in the past can be breach-sided again, kind of depends overall, I guess you'd say. But Saints had an amazing start. I mean, I forget what the score was on the flip. It was 5. I know it was 5-7. I can't remember 5 and who had 7. But either way, I know Saints had a really strong start. I believe Saints had 5 actually.
I think it was something like that, yeah.
Or was it? No, actually, no. Saints had 7 because if I remember correctly, it was 5-7 going into the flip, and then the final score was what 13-5. I don't even think Legacy won any rounds.
Yep, you're right. Yeah, on the flip side, they didn't win any rounds. Yeah.
And so yeah, I mean, just like we were kind of saying, it could be breach sided, but then Legacy turns around, can't do anything at all when they're on the breach side. So it kind of just comes to show this map can be coalition sided if you have the right setup, and especially when you have someone like Axis rocking that U ratio, it just makes it a little extra harder. It's like icing on the cake when it comes to your defense. And the utility wasn't really there either on this. When you're pushing A, you really need to have that down, and we didn't see the mic, or I'm sorry, we didn't see the smokes too much on the A site. Like, it should have been more prominent, I guess, but they weren't using them as much as they should have been.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. You know, again, between Access, because using those smokes help take Access's line of sight away, and some of the other. I thought that was a different play actually. I was talking about using the smokes there, but yeah, I think that would definitely help take away Access's line of sight, and hopefully something you're going to see a little bit more coming into map number 2. Because if you're Legacy Asia, you know you're trailing in this best of 3 series. There's no elimination bracket. This is it. This is all she wrote. If you go ahead and get disqualified here, if you lose map number 2 here, you need to do something in map number 2 here to go ahead and take that advantage Axis has away. I mean, just from what we saw in map number 1, this guy is going to be absolutely dominant here on this map. Canals, if you're new to Critical Ops, this is the first time joining, this is, in quotes, the sniper map. This is the map you're going to see so many players trying to utilize the sniper on. There's so many long ranges of sight on this map that you can reach out and touch players with. He could really be a deadly force here. Sumaray is going to go ahead and win that. And they'll be deciding which side they want to start out here. Legacy Asia versus Saints. In this best of 3 series, we are in map number 2. Welcome into everybody. Make sure you vote in the YouTube poll. Let us know who you think is going to win this, Saints or Legacy Asia. Again,
yeah, now
Saints
our map is Canals for this one. I will say, just looking at their statistics overall, Canals and Bureau are the only maps where Legacy, they kind of had a positive win-loss ratio on this map. So maybe they might be able to put up a bit more of a fight, but all of their maps, they have an even or negative win-loss, except for Bureau and Canals. So I'm actually kind of impressed by how many of their maps they go straight up 50-50 on. But Canals, at least they have some better stats to show than Raid. Again, not sure if I'll have much impact, but we are into the pistol round here now. We can see 3 Deagles on the side of Saints. Meanwhile, 4 XDs on the side of Legacy. So very, very interesting. I'm kind of wondering why Eugene, I don't know what happened there. He's not rocking anything at all, just the XD by itself. But he's still going to win that gunfight anyways. It doesn't matter. Aries going to get by Eugene. And Rez finding another one as well. I believe Rezbear is a sub for Legacy. He didn't play the last map. Saints trying to take this A site, but so far the defense on Legacy is not bad. I mean, they're doing a decent job of holding it down. The bomb plant still hasn't been secured quite yet. Silo finding some huge damage, double kill at the end. 9 HP, but he's still going to find some nice value at the end of that round. And Legacy pick up the first round of this map.
taking that cash advantage they have and investing it nicely. SA-58 being pulled up by Resbear. I haven't seen that gun utilized in a little while. Still a pretty good gun. Nice little burst action you can pick up for cheap. Saints just rocking their P250s. I believe that's a little bit of utility pulled out there by Ares. Should be a smoke grenade. Just trying to
Yeah,
work
the
it.
burst
Saint.
burst not getting too much love recently, so it's always nice to see it.
Oh, Eugene with the quick flicks. Vio trying to stay alive, reloading that revolver. Not gonna be able to. Legacy Asia. Except to 2.
Oh, Vio already forcing up that sniper. I saw him rocking that burst. He said, you know what, it's time to whip out the big guns, and he's going to hold this sniper nest, I believe, trying to do anything to keep their momentum. I mean, Legacy, they didn't have the best start on map 1. They want to try and keep as much momentum as they can right now, getting the heads of Saints just a little bit. It seems like we're having an A execute on our hands. Silo opening up with a pick, make that a double kill. Reborn and Legion taking out, oh, 3, he's not done. He's going to get headshot through the smoke, but not before the damage is done to the push. Saints, they're gonna have to back up. They had an A execute in mind and it just didn't work out for them. And now they're forced to back up. They have recovered the bomb, so maybe they could go for a rotation play here. I mean, look at the map. Everyone on the side of Legacy is over towards A. Not a single person actually holding the B side right now. So somehow, like, they're not even buying the rotation. What is this? They're pushed up so far. They have control of A main and they're still not thinking it could be B. I mean, I don't know why Legacy are throwing away a free bomb plan like this, no rotation at all. They're giving up too much map control. And look at Airy, this aggressive angle he's able to take, takes out Resbear there. That shouldn't be happening. Axis peeking Cafe as well. Oh, okay, the trade comes out there, but it's a 1 versus 2. Airy jumps down. What is that play? He jumps off lower cat. Now Vio's the last one alive with a sniper though. HP's low for Airy, but if he whiffs the shot, then it doesn't matter. Oh, and he knows he's off the bomb. Oh my god, he's just toying with him at this point. I mean, Vio has to... Oh, the rev comes out, though. He could win this one. Oh, he's gonna run back. What is going on? He's just gonna stick it. He doesn't even care.
Oh, think you might get it.
No way.
So close.
Reach. Win.
Oh my gosh, it was so
Yeah,
incredibly
a
close.
huge round by Saints. I thought they were gonna get that one, but yeah, no. Legacy, I mean, I kind of got to question it now if I'm... As the viewer, right? I mean, why are you all just sitting there on A? You're pushed up, you have A main control. Surely you know they're long gone. Like, I don't know if that was just miscommunication or what, but everyone just sat on the A side. They let Saints plant the bomb. They let them push up and take really aggressive angles. That should not have happened in that situation. I don't know how it happened.
And you literally just handed access to your ratio.
Exactly. Like, that's a huge blunder from Legacy. You go from a great start like that to something like this. It just, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, a really broken buy coming in. No utilities from Legacy Asia. We saw the underutilization of utilities in map 1. And I mean, it's still early on here, only round number 4, but, they have plenty of cash to work with. Like, why didn't you buy a couple smokes? There's no frag grenade, no flashbang, nothing to take these sites. You're just relying on raw gun skill, and you're going to start losing versus these players here on the side of Saints. I think you're just going to be relying on raw gun skill. Vio catching Airy off guard, but it's a quick turnaround for him, and he instantly gets deleted by that AK. Doubles up, trying to go for the third man. It's going to be Surge dropping down, and Sumare is going to be taking that kill. Vio playing here by his Coalition bridge. Bomb is being planted.
Oh, look at this lurk. Sumiri has to run all the way from the flank. I wonder if Axis heard him or not. I don't know if I don't think they expect anyone on the flank. They're gonna tunnel vision that Coalition spawn, and then Sumiri's gonna come in from behind and potentially catch them off guard here. Yeah, he's just running in. Silo's gonna get dropped, but now look at the Sumiri. He's able to drop Axis. Ares very low. This is doable. I mean, this could be anyone's round right here.
Reach. Win.
But no, Ares actually going to peek out. The out positioning is just there for him. And Saints pick up that round. I thought Sumiri had the demon flank. I think if Silo waited just a little bit longer. Again, you really don't know in that situation that they're not aware of your presence, right? Because Axis was pushed up so far with that sniper. And Sumeri just had no idea. So he didn't know that they were unaware of his flank. That's probably the only reason that Silo made a move too early.
Ooh, Surge not able to find a kill there. That you revolver. Vio going to go down to the hands of him. What is Axis going to do here? I'm watching for him on the map currently, just utilizing that long range sight he has over here by T Bridge. Just pick the bomb back up. But that's crazy. Your bomb carrier is also your sniper.
Oh, these flashes on the site.
Oh. 2 players left alive now here on the side of Legacy Asia, and the bomb has just been dropped. I think they're going to try to plant it here. Legion is going to do that. That's a little extra cash going to Saints. Sumaray about to get dropped. They say running up with your knife out, not going to be a good situation to be in. And Saints is taking the lead here. Like I said, the early lead Legacy Asia had, the momentum, they just threw it away. The snowball that was forming, they just went ahead and threw it right into the desert, and it didn't take very long for it to melt.
Yeah, and look at this. Talk about a broken buy.
What are they doing?
3 shotguns and a U ratio? That's very interesting.
Plus
I mean,
an XP.
I'm not gonna diss them or anything, but this is an interesting scenario. I don't know how this is gonna work out for them. I mean, the shotguns are at least nice on A site and also for holding cafe. I mean, Vio's just really gonna have to Vio has to save this round single-handedly if they contest anything besides a close-up angle. I don't know if he'll be able to find the value though. I mean, he's holding spawn right now. It's looking like maybe Aries gonna contest him here in just a second. They're both making their way over towards the upper catwalk. Oh no, Vio's not even holding that. Oh, he's gonna spot out that player. Not hitting the shot just quite though. Vio trying to find just some sort of value. Still spots that player. I don't know how Aries alive and Surge is gonna drop. That is a sniper down. Now Saints gotta have that. Actually, I guess Axis does already have one, so they don't necessarily need that U ratio. But it's at least dropped.
Wins.
Wow. Absolutely cleaned up there. Looking at scoreboard, Airy 11 and 2. Look at the other players here on Saints. All negative. 3 and 4 and 2 and 4. That is insane. Airy absolutely demolishing Legacy Asia by himself right now. Axis. What's he gonna do? I'm waiting for the sniper plays, man. Oh, Airy gonna go down to the hands of Sayo, as well as Reborn here. He's been a little aggressive, feeling confident, pushing up, trying to pick those utilities up off the ground. So look at them. They start using a little utility. And what happens? They get a little bit of an advantage here. Sayo going to go down to the hands of Legion, but he was able to do...
Oh
wow.
my god.
Sayo coming in, MR96 in hand, trying to finish off Axis. You got to be careful with this, man. He's pulled the sniper rifle back out. Reload coming in for Vio. What's going to happen right here? He's got the hard scope. He's missed twice. This is definitely not good for him. Oh, 3rd time's the charm.
Oh, I want to see Axis put in the work right now. I want to see him put in the work. You're no
if anybody
1v3.
can clutch this up, he can do it. He can definitely do this here. You got plenty of cash too. There's nothing to be worried about. You don't have to save the sniper. Just go ahead and do what you were doing in map 1. I know you can do it. Taking his time here. He just needs that one pick. He just needs to find one. He's gonna be. Oh, just missed him, man. Just missed him. Great map word in this though. Thinking somebody's gonna come out of tunnels.
I think he's gonna pop one more shot on site and then choose to back out and hold that. Oh no, he goes for the AR there.
I think it's a really smart decision from him. He's only 15 seconds. He's got to move in. He's broken that armor. He knows that.
Coalition wins.
Oh, man. He just walks right into the crosshairs of Eugene and freezes. So incredibly close. It's difficult. Saints losing that round. Legacy Asia has now brought it back within 1.
Yeah, and Saints just choosing to go for the AR. There's no sniper in hand. Now look at this double sniper from Legacy. They are straight up forcing this as hard as they possibly can. Vio pushed up. Look at this aggressive angle. I mean, he's going to get contested from tunnels, though. Yeah, he's spotted out. And now, oh, but the shot into Aries is going to be huge there. He's still peeking tunnels. He's not done, but Surge is going to drop him ultimately. Axis fighting another one as well. The picks are coming in favor of Saints. Silo is pushed up from elbow, though. He spots so many players over towards mid-bridge and is forced to back out. Both players on the A site right now. Saints should be able to grab this bomb and make their way over towards B if all goes according to plan. I mean, Legion is pushed up in their spawn right now. He's definitely calling out to his teammate that B side is clear, and I think Axis is trying to make his way over there to plant the bomb. Legacy have a bit of a retake on their hands. And both snipers dropped as well, so potentially Saints will even be able to recover them. I'm not sure where they were dropped, but Legacy did force 2 snipers. I know one of them is towards the underpass, so definitely we'll see a sniper recovered from Saints most likely at some point during this retake. Yeah, Surge drop in. Resbear there. Silo the last one alive. He's been putting in the work, but I don't know if you clutch this one. I mean, the odds are just not in your favor for this one. Able to drop Surges though. But the HP is very low for him, and he's getting swung from T-square. Yeah, Axe is just going to drop him nice and easily. And Legion secures that sniper for his teammate as well. And once again, Saints having a great performance on the breach side, just like on Raid. They're able to... Legacy able to pull a couple rounds on the board, but again, when you're kind of on that dominant side, it doesn't really matter as much.
Accessed and Vio, sniper rifles in hand. See, like to see them duel back and forth here. Go mid map and have a little sniper duel. Back to back. Scar also in the hands of Eugene. That's the first time we've seen that gun pulled out here in this map, and that's another excellent weapon for this Canals map. Vio tagged a little bit, staying alive though. Multiple shots being fired over here. Seems like over here towards mid. Osumare coming around. Lots of valuable information. He's able to let his teammates know, but there's not going to be much they can do as the utility utilization by Saints is on point. Yeah, once again, I'm looking at Legacy Asia, and there's no utility in their pockets. None at all. You still got some left in Saints, though. I know they had some, they already used it, but it's just that lack of utility utilization. I think if Legacy Asia was able to step that up a little bit, they might have just an easier time. They're not expecting Surge here on their left side. Surge is ready to position phenomenally. That smoke dissipates. All he's got to do is get the first player. He's going to be playing big. 2K. Sumare's going to put him out on the ground, but the damage has been done. Legion knows where he's at and has no problem dropping him. Saints is now leading by 3.
Yeah, now Legacy, they're on a bit of a losing streak, so they should be able to keep on buying. Now, again, if they do win, ultimately, then that will sort of mess with their loser bonus. But for right now, they should be able to keep buying as long as they keep on losing. So it's not like they have to take an eco anytime soon. Again, winning a round can turn that around to the favor of Saints. But as of right now, they're good on the money department. Axe is opening up onto Vio. That is a sniper down. Or I actually don't recall if he had a sniper or not. But either way, Vio is going to get dropped. And it's looking like they might be rotating off the B site. Saints don't want to keep contesting this. Resbear is pushed up super far, but he's going to get dropped by Axis. What Legacy are just pushing up so far. I mean, they show a little B presence, and they're all way outside of A. I mean, they are pushed up in A main and over towards God spot. The overextending from Legacy is kind of crazy. I mean, they take the map control, but then you got to be disciplined. You know, they peek out, they take the gunfights that they really don't necessarily need to be taking. It's just tough for them to, you know, maintain. It's tough for them to justify taking the map control. Airy just doubling up in the end there. And yeah, I don't know. Saints, they're looking like they want to end this one quickly.
Legacy Asia with the coalition advantage too, starting on the flip, or I'm sorry, starting first half. They're going to be going into the flip on the breach side. And you're not performing great here on the coalition side. I mean, with how it's going right now, it looks like Saints will be able to take this 9-3. Vio trying to open it up, no, but Surge is going to be there eliminating him. Seems like a little bit of deja vu. We've seen that play a couple times from both of those players, and it's resulted the exact same way each time. Surge being the victor.
Oh, no.
Resbear, such an unfortunate reload. I guess he didn't hear him at all. Reborn, bomb planter.
Oh, Silo has to do an impossible clutch here, but no, Airy with the wallbang there at the end. Yeah, I don't know. Saints, I mean, if it goes as they want it to, if it goes according to plan, this is easily 9-3, and could be a definitely not a very good half for Legacy Asia. I mean, they've been buying the snipers a lot and not finding too much value with them. I mean, Sumiri and Vio double sniping again. Will they find the picks or not? I think my instinct is to say not. I mean, they haven't so far, really. Silo gets a little aggressive. I love the incentive, but he's just going to get dropped ultimately after finding a trade. And now there's 2 snipers left on Coalition. I don't know if they'll have a fun time pulling this down. I mean, they have to retake with the snipers, I believe. Yeah, Resberg gonna find one, but the trades come out, and now Sumiri and Vio have to retake A side with snipers. It's gonna be tough, and Sumiri, yeah, there's a smoke here, cutting off his vision. Vio gets dropped already. That's 1 sniper down. What?
Whoa.
Okay, never mind. Blank scope through the smoke. Okay, talk about a kill. Tries to get another one to Legion, but he can't quite find it. Eugene, the last one alive. Scar picking, knows the last player's over towards Cubby, and he's gonna clutch it up.
Oh,
Never
man.
mind. Legacy turned around that final round. I thought it was going in favor of Saints, but they did show up at the end. Still doesn't change the fact, though, that Saints is heading into the flip with 8 rounds, and you're on the Coalition side now.
Yeah, everything is in favor of Saints right there, but I think it was Eugene, yeah, showing how deadly the Scar really can be. You can really turn a game around with that Scar. Oh man, look at this play from Legacy Asia. Vio instantly deleting area right there. And it's a sea of yellow. I don't know what they're going to be able to do here on the side of Legacy Asia. Axis,
Breach wins.
excuse me, on the side of Saints. Axis was able to put down 1 kill, and Legacy Asia totally swept them. Winning that pistol round is huge. It's going to allow them to help close the gap a little bit more here. They'll be able to invest in some better weapons. You can see Raspberry pulling out the SA-58 once again. A couple pistols being pulled out by Sumire. Oh, take that back. Pistols and some AR and SG or SMG action. Vile pulling out the Chris, and then AR-15 being pulled out by Sumire. Big Surge heard them. Should be giving his teammates a no. That they're moving all the way over to B side here. Reborn trying to wait for that flash to dissipate, but it's going to keep him blinded the entire time. We'll see him next round. Whereas Bear finishes off Surge, and his gap looks like it's about to be closed here. Even smaller. It's going to be 8-6. That bomb has been planted. Huge by Legacy Asia being able to do that as well. That's a little extra cash, and they need everything they possibly can get here.
Yeah, 8-6, definitely not a bad scoreline for Legacy right now. It seems Saints are forcing up, though. They're not going to take another eco. They're just going to stick with the M4s and try to find whatever value they possibly can. AK is still on the side of Legacy. Well, they're basically bonusing for the most part. It seems Rez and Eugene sort of forced up a little bit. We're going to have an A execute on our hands as well from Legacy. I mean, they're pushing in hard. Saints are kind of ready to defend this area. You're going to have to find some value. Oh, the flashes are in. They're just sitting in the smoke. They're staring at each other. They might as well. Oh my goodness. Legion is finding another pick there. Area is still alive on site somehow. He's just spraying through the smoke. The bomb, oh, I thought it was going to get planted there. What is going on right now? There's so much chaos on site. There's so many smokes, and ultimately, Saints is going to pick up the round. Yeah, and again, I mean, we see Vio forcing up that U ratio very early on here. Now, Axis is contesting the angle. Vio needs to win this gunfight if he's going to peek it, but he's not going to. He gets dropped. That's huge for Axis. He's still going. He finds 3. And Red's the last one alive. I don't know, man. I mean, that's Sniper. Vio taking an aggressive peek, and you don't even have armor there. Like, you're jump peeking without armor. That's just so ballsy. Like, you're such a glass cannon.
And they picked the sniper rifle up once again and gave it to Axis, man. This is, oh, man.
And now they have to eco.
The glass cannon play, it hasn't worked for them at all. You know, sometimes it does, and I think it's great for catching teams off guard, maybe in the first map. But and even maybe the first couple rounds in the next map, but you can't do it too often because they're going to be expecting it. And Vio keeps doing it. I mean, it's very predictable. You force their ratio up, and now looking for the cash. You know, you have to play eco. It's just not good. It's not good at all. Saints about to take this round away from Legacy Asia as well, which will be taking their lead back up to 5. Sumire with an incredible flick, and that bomb is being planted. They need every dollar they can get here, so that's crucial that they got that bomb planted. Now the roles have reversed. The Coalition have to come to the breach here on the A bomb site. Oh man, Sayo, big play.
Oh my
no
God.
way!
Wait a minute.
There's
Axis finds
access.
like a 1v1.
Oh, man, he knows
Okay.
exactly where he's at. Look at that. He's going to
Oh,
smoke it
ninja
off. I think he's
defuse?
just going to go for the defuse. I think he's just going to go for the defuse. He's got cover. He's got time. Sayo's got no wave. No, I don't think he realizes what's going on. He's missing every single shot. He's trying to go for the knife. He misses it. You've got to be careful.
Oh no! No! I was like, oh, he's about to knife him, and then Axis just flicks on him. Oh my God. What in the world is that?
Wow.
And Vio again, going with that sniper.
know. This time,
I
though,
mean,
he's got a little
I
bit of
get
armor.
it. I get it on Canals at least, you know. It can make sense, but it's just you gotta find the picks with it, right? There we go. He opens up onto Surge, Reborn finding a pick. He gets a second. Vio is coming alive this round with that Euratio. Axis gonna have to put in some work on this retake. Legion able to do some damage though before. Maybe he's not even gonna get dropped. I thought he was gonna get dropped. There's a 4. It looked like 4 people were getting ready to push him, but ultimately Legacy have not dropped him just quite yet. Legion still holding his ground on the A site, and Axis has made his way over towards spawn to try and support. But no, Legion gets dropped by a wallbang, and now the plan is coming in. But Axis trying to do some work here. He spots the planer, wallbang, huge damage. The nade comes in, maybe to try and confirm the kill. Some huge damage again. He knows the armor was broken. He knows that player's got to be low. Sumire holding this off angle on top of the box. I don't think Axis can win this one out. The flash comes out though. Wait a minute, maybe Vio gets dropped potentially. No, whiffed shot there from Axis. Oh, my God,
man,
the
he's
tags. Dude, he's got to know everyone's low. Oh my
Ah.
gosh. That just sucks for him. I don't know what to say there. I mean, you tag 2 people in one round with the Euratio. That's just unlucky. But Legacy able to pick up that round as a result. Vio did have some nice impact there in that round. He needs to keep on carrying that forward, or else Legacy is going to get eliminated.
Scar being pulled out here. Eugene's got that in his hand. This is what you need from Legacy Asia. You got to start making these plays. If you're going to make the comeback, you need to do it now. You cannot wait for them to get to match point. And this should be an easy round for them. Saints playing an eco. You have the hero AR pulled out by Axis, being he has so much ammo. Wow, there he's gone. He's just gone. So he's got so much ammo in the bank account to work with, but he's out of there.
Oh my
Pretty
gosh,
good.
what a shot.
Yeah, I mean, this is honestly a pretty good eco round for them when you take all things into consideration.
Wait,
Oh my-
Reborn's still going.
what?
He could win this. Vio doesn't have a. Oh, he just picked up the. He switched back to the sniper. He's gonna miss the shot. Reborn. Oh my gosh.
What?
Did he just 4K? It was either a 4K or an ace. I don't think he aced, but it was at least a 4K. I mean, wow.
Man, I don't even know what to say.
I mean, talk about a turnaround there. I did not think Saints was winning that round, and then Reborn just came alive. I know he's kind of been underperforming this map specifically, but he really popped off there. Axis peeking tunnels, gonna spot the players, tries to back up, but no, Silo's ready to refrag there as he gets forced off of that angle, and now Saints are down a man. Axis has been dropped. Surge is able to drop Vio. As of right now, it's kind of split 50-50 as far as who could win this round, but Rez is very low on HP.
Watch Eugene here. We've seen him have some big plays with that Scar in his hand. He's been able to help his team come back when he's got it. Sumire, big kill down Airy. Surge gonna even the body count board up, and the bomb has been planted here. We're on A site. They know that, and they're gonna work their way around here through Coalition spawn to go ahead and try to retake this bomb site. Both these players at the live on Saints have SGs. We have, AUGs. The SG is in the hand of Sumire, and then the Scar. That's what you got to contest with. I don't think Eugene's gotten a kill this round, so I don't know if they know he has it. But he's in a fantastic spot to work it. Well, now they know he's got it. Reborn.
Yeah,
Surge's in a tough spot. He knows. I think he's making a good decision here. He's just going to try to save. These players need to get off the bomb site. He might be able to pick this frag up. Close.
Oh, he doesn't even die to the bomb there? What?
Yeah, I know, that was really close.
He's so close to sight and he took like no damage at all. That's interesting. But yeah, Legacy, I mean, again, they're hanging by a thread right now. Saints are gonna choose to eco this round because they don't really have much money to work with, but I think very soon we're gonna see a full buy come in from Saints. Again, I mean, you never know how this could go, but Silo's been popping off. We saw him 20 kills right now. Definitely a huge performance from him this map. Oh, Reborn. Is he gonna spot Vio in this cubby? I wonder if he clears it. Oh, he sees him just barely, but Surge is there ready for the refrag. The hero rifle finding some impact there. And now Legacy, they're making their way towards the A side. I see Silo dropping Surge there. Aries still sitting in this cubby. But no, Eugene is coming in with that pre-fire. He knows he's there. Axe is alone with a Deagle
Bomb has been planted.
versus 4 SGs. This is probably not a winnable round for him. He has no idea he's getting pushed right now. Legacy making it 9-12. I mean, they're closing the gap. Saints have to... Actually, maybe they eco again. I don't know. Some of them don't have money. Maybe Legion will just be the only one to not really force up. Because if you... I mean, surely Legacy will not come back here. I don't know. I mean, I guess anything's possible. I don't want to curse it or anything, but you never know. Anything could happen at this point. I mean, it's only a 4 round to win for Legacy.
Yeah, it is. It is easily possible here. And you're looking. I'm looking at the cast situation over on Saints, and it could get a little dicey. Resbear winning that fight versus Legion. Nobody's yet to fall here on Legacy Asia, and maybe they got some G Fuel. Maybe that's just what they needed. They went ahead, they got their shaker, Mom brought it up to them, and now they're ready to go. Now they're ready to perform here. They have the pressure, they had the G Fuel, and they're going to turn into diamonds here. Bomb has been planted over here on the A site, and you have to make that rotation over there. There's nobody on A. The only player really here is Airy. He's looking in there. Bio getting a little bit aggressive with the Scar. Oh my gosh, that's like a one shot to the face right there with it. Boom, instantly dropped. 2 players of the live now make that one. Airy is the last man standing. Do you just try to save this SG? I think that's what he's going to do. He's got 4 players to contend with. I think they got an idea of where he's at. And you can look right here on the mini app. You have 2 players pushing him at the exact same time. Sumire probably going to take the L, but his teammate should be able to get the refrag. He does indeed. Sayo puts down Airy, and it's 2 rounds separating these teams now. Still match point, though, for Saints. You know, sometimes when you get to match point, you have one more round, only one more round to go. It is harder to get that one round than winning the last 12. It's the mind game that you start playing with yourself. You're so close. You make foolish decisions with your economy. You start choking. You whiff little shots because you're nervous. Your hands start sweating. You got mom's spaghetti all over you. Your knees are weak even though you're sitting on your bed. Your arm's getting heavy from holding that iPad. It's not a good situation to be in. Legacy Asia is looking like they're capitalizing on that. Minute 30,
I mean, you talk about the money situation. We have a really broken buy from Saints. I mean, it's like half of them want to force, half of them really don't. Like if they take an eco here, they can guarantee at least a buy for the next 1 or 2 rounds before the game is over. But as of right now, their econ has been split the past few rounds. It could be split again here. I think if Saints loses the round, they have to eco, or they're just throwing the map away to Legacy potentially. So I mean. As of right now, Legacy could very well stay alive. Yeah, I mean, it could be anyone's game here. Like, just because of the decision making from Saints in the end. Yeah. Down to a 2 versus 3 right now. This actually could be doable. The two rifles are still alive on the side of Saints, so that's going to be very beneficial for them. But Sumiri with this elbow lurk is going to be huge. He's going to get dropped though. That makes it a 2 versus 2, but not before Legacy Asia gets the B bomb site for absolutely free, and Eugene is able to push up as well. He's definitely going to be taking an aggressive angle here, try and throw off Saints. This gunfight is literally the determine right here. Yeah, Eugene, he's going to win that one out. Now Axis is making his way up. He's going to be a bit paranoid of spawn, but the peak is not there. Res sitting in this cafe. Oh man, I wonder if he's going to get timing here. Yeah, Axis wins that gunfight. Eugene is pretty low. Oh, 2 HP, no way.
Oh, Axis, no way you do this.
Oh
my gosh,
what is
Eugene
going on?
actually trying to stay alive, and
Oh,
Axis
no.
somehow does it. Incredible access. I think you might have just won MVP. I know I'm calling that early, but this man, what I've seen from him in map 1 and map 2 has just been nuts. The clutch master right there. Incredible.
was a huge run at the end there. I mean, that player's low. You get the tag, and then both players in the red HP. It's like, oh my gosh, it's literally just who outreacts who here, and ultimately, Axis just had the superior reaction time in that final gunfight.
Coalition wins.
Wow. I mean, over 2-0. I wasn't expecting that. But it does look like Saints are indeed going to be the winners. Congratulations to them. Again, this is single elimination, so at this point, it's safe to say Legacy Asia, thank you for competing, but unfortunately they are knocked out from Worlds. Saints are going to be moving on and playing in the following weekend. But yeah,
Yeah.
GG's, I guess.
Congratulations. Yeah, GG's. Congratulations to Team Saints, that Legacy Asia. Yeah, we were talking about it. I think map 2 was gonna be a little closer. It definitely was. It was actually ended up being a little closer than I thought it was gonna be, but Saints just ultimately pulling back in. I think the bracket's gonna pop up here for Eurasia. So we're gonna have Saints versus Crossfire. This should be an interesting one. Um, the scrappiness between Crossfire and then the incredible gunplay by Access and the great, for the most part, I mean, right there towards the end, the great communication decision making by Saints. It was right there towards the end, started to get a little hairy. Some people forcing buys and then people saving, and it's like you got to be careful because you get to match. I've seen it happen so many times where teams do that, and all of a sudden it's match point, and you all have to take an eco, and it just stinks. But thankfully for them, they didn't have to deal with that. Um, Unfortunate for Team Legacy Asia. Here's the brackets popping up here on screen, and it's going to be Team Saints moving forward to take on Crossfire, winning their match 2-0 here. Legacy Asia has been eliminated, and we'll be looking at Crossfire versus Saints in round 2 later on. That should be a fun one.
Definitely going to be a blast. That very good best of 3 again. I'm glad that we got to see that one. Even though it ended quicker, it was more exciting. You know, I felt like the gunplay and the plays in general, like it was
Yep.
a lot more exciting in this one, especially seeing those sniper plays. I love to see those highlights like that. It's always very entertaining.
Oh, it really is. And Eugene as well, just coming from Legacy Asia, the plays with the Scar, there were so many moments where he had the Scar in his hand and he was able to just put his team on his back and retake control of the round and clutch up with that Scar. It is such a deadly, deadly weapon. I love seeing it pulled into the meta. It's something different. It adds a whole nother layer to the way these competitive players have to play and think. Having that scoped AR where you can be more mobile, you can do a whole lot of damage with it. You know, I love it. It really does add some nice spice to the whole meal that is Critical Ops. And speaking of the whole meal that is Critical Ops and some spice, the Sniper Showdown tournament. We talked about it a little bit already today. We're gonna have more details in the coming week, signups, etc. All the rules. Not releasing them yet. It will be in the coming week. So if you're new around here, or if you're not subscribed, or you haven't rung the notification bell, or you haven't followed us, you know the drill. Do so you can get notified. I see people asking all the time, how do I participate in a tournament? And the tournament's already started. We're midway through the tournament. Well, how do you participate? You got to know what's going on first. Make sure you subscribed and go ahead and follow us on the appropriate social media sites. Links are in the video description down below. And also, while you're preparing, while you're signing up, you need some G Fuel. You need some energy to be able to compete. You can't just come in feeling tired. You need some energy, and G Fuel has you covered with their energy. Right now, you can use code esportsmobile to get 20% off any product on gfuel.com. Now, what's special about what's going on right now because of the holiday season is, depending on the product you get, you can go ahead and get it boosted, and it will take you all the way up to 30% off. That's right, 30% off any product on gfuel.com. Or excuse me, 30% off those select products on gfuel.com. And some of them are going all month long. Some of them are only for November 30th, or specifically like you see the Black Friday BOGO right there, 11/21 through 11/29. That'll be happening. That will be starting in a couple days. But most of these go through all the way through November. So again, you can take an extra 10% off at checkout and save yourself some extra cash on the amazing product that is G Fuel, while also helping us out here at Mobile Esports, which we do greatly appreciate. Now, I saw a couple people asking in the comment section, is this over for today? I saw the frowny faces. This is all for this stream, but in a few hours' time, we will be back live, Manthus and I, with the Mobile Esports crew. Shout out to all the people behind the scenes, Mafula, Darkest Days, Crosby running the stream here, and everybody else, all the mods working. We really do appreciate everything you do to help us put on this show. But later today, we will be live with Blackout X and Axel Gaming, and then later, Flawless versus Evil Vision. These matchups should be a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, we have some South America games later for all of you. It's going to be very interesting. And again, also just another reminder, we'll have even more games tomorrow as well. So, this entire weekend will be filled with a lot of exciting Worlds matches. Should be very exciting. Again, tomorrow we'll have the Europe and the North America. So definitely, I think the two more favorite regions. Those will be a lot more exciting, and I'm looking forward to those games. But yeah, overall, lots of streams planned this weekend, so make sure y'all are staying tuned, subscribed, all that stuff, so you know when we're live and when we're streaming these games.
Yeah, 100%. And like Manda's already mentioned, lots of matches going on today, as well as tomorrow. We have North America and Europe. I think it's actually the other way around. It's Europe and then North America. And that's going to be the case for the next few weeks. There's a lot of critical ops going on. We showed the schedule at the beginning of the stream. We'll be showing it again next. Actually, let's just pull it up right now. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the schedule, because I know people are asking about what's going on and everything. Pull up the schedule and show you what's going on. Last week was the first week we did the started the streams for the Worlds tournament. It was the first weekend, and coming back into this weekend, this is the second weekend. We're on Mobile Esports channel. So starting the following weekend, so next weekend, we'll be moving over to the Critical Ops Esports channel. And here with the schedules popping up right now, you can see the entire calendar here for November, and then moving into December. All of the orange matches are streamed matches. Now we did stream the November 12th and 13th matches as well, but that was just something extra we wanted to do because we were so excited about Worlds. But November 19th, which is where we're at now, November 20th, and then moving forward to the 26th and the 27th, and then moving into December, that should pop up about right now, the December schedule. Moving all the way, I believe, till December 13th is the last day. No, December 11th, excuse me, is the last day of the grand finals. Overall, just a phenomenal, really 4 weeks of critical ops is going on. Every single weekend, there are going to be tons and tons of matches. I'm having a blast. So excited I get an opportunity to be part of this and cast some of these amazing matches and see these teams go head to head. Anyways, with all that being said, I think that's about all we got. Manthus, you got anything else you want to say before we head out of here?
Final words, I guess. Great games today overall. Asia was a lot of fun. Our first match was definitely unexpected. I love a good underdog story.
Yep.
Okay. Definitely Crossfire. They showed up. I would say they disappointed some people that voted for them, but overall, I think they did great, and I love to see that they're moving forward and they're going to get to play versus Saints. So that'll be a very interesting match for next weekend. But yeah, and also again, more games happening later today and also following up tomorrow. Just a lot of great. I hope all of you are excited.
Yep. And yeah, I think everybody is. And anyways, folks, we'll see you in a few hours here for the South America matchups. With all that being said, this is Manthus and Jake signing out, and we'll see you somewhere soon on the internet. Peace.